Kia ora te whānau. Welcome along to ILT Stadium, Southland, Rapid League Round 3. The Southland Sharks hosting the Tauranga Whai on their southern swing through the bottom half of the 03. And the Motu, Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank. On hand for this one, Casey. Rapid League, rapid by nature, rapid by definition as well. They are all about speed, getting shots up as quickly as possible, and this afternoon will be no different.
Yeah, absolutely. Pace is the name of the game. Fast, fierce, and first is the Rapid League every day. Before that, NZNBL. And today we've got two teams doing a little bit of different styles. The Sharks certainly dependent on that three-point shot. The Whai looking to spread that ball around a little bit more.
Your Rapid League results, and now as you look over these scores, just remember points for and points against count for the overall Sal's NBL standings as well. So every possession matters. And we've got another couple of games coming at you tomorrow on the Anzac Day public holiday observed on the Monday, the Airs and the Bulls and the Saints.
Tight contests all over the place, and you can see how tight it is up here on the ladder. Just the two losses separating first from sixth place, just the two undefeated teams as well. The Whai are one of them and hoping to remain so today, but the Sharks looking to pick up their first victory of the season. They came close last weekend against the Bulls in their first hit out of the round, but have just not been able to get that first dub.
The Whai starting five, they got an experienced backcourt with the likes of Bazant, Thompson, and Flavel as well. There's a really good perimeter. Hoyata and Collins in the middle for the Tauranga Whai.
And Collins is going to be really responsible for that interior defense, that physicality, and that rebounding. He's really played a great load with those young guys today. As we take a look at the starters for the Sharks, Will Ledger out of Auckland, he's the captain. Jack Ramage, Quake Webster has been shooting the ball so well. Tautoko Wynyard, one of the biggest players in the Rapid League, and Dane Burtonshaw, always a danger to get that scoring going.
There's a big front line. I mean, Riley Snow 6'6", Will Ledger 6'7", Tautoko Wynyard 6'10", and yeah, Jack Ramage 6'5" as well. That is big for Rapid League. You are right, Casey. Here's how it looks head to head.
And opposite starts to the season in wins and losses. This field goal percentage, it's a little bit because the Sharks are really based on that outside shot, nearly 3 times as many makes from beyond the arc. But they're going to have to rebound the ball at a higher degree against Tauranga if they want to get the ball out to those shooters. If the Sharks get offensive rebounds and kickouts, I think they might grab the first win of the season today. If the Whai control the glass, I think the victory is theirs.
Tautoko Wynyard just forgot to take off his t-shirt after warm-ups.
It's it happens sometimes. Better than forgetting to put the jersey on and leaving it in the locker room, which has also happened.
Hey, it happens in the NBA. We've seen it.
Yeah, it does. Those guys sometimes are forgetful for other reasons, though. That's a lot of games. If you're only playing 1 game a week or 2 games a week, surely you got to remember to put the jersey on before you get out here.
Maybe it's not enough games.
Good, there we go. We need more. We definitely need more basketball.
That we do. Let's get this underway from ILT Stadium, Southland. Rapid League matchup between the Sharks and the Whai, and it will be the Sharks with the ball. Into the corner. Ledger knocks down that 3 to start us here in Rapid League.
Don't know what these Ledger brothers were up to in the offseason, but the 3-point shots for both of them were much improved. Ledger, a lot of confidence in that stroke early.
Josh Ledger playing for Tuatara. Bazant on the elbow.
Just loves that. If he gets to that spot there, if you give him that space when he gets into 15, he can just pull up with that moon ball and get over any defender's hand that's trying to challenge it.
Burdenshaw missing that. Wynyard on the glass though at 6'10". It's going to be hard to keep him off their offensive and defensive rebounds, and Ramage gets one at the cup.
And that's one of the key points for the Sharks today. They got to control the glass. Huge offensive rebound and a nice kick out. Ramage doesn't settle for the jump shot, instead attacks the rim for the finish.
Here's Jet Thompson looking for Bazant.
I was hoping Collins might come over and get that backdoor, but he's just a little held up. Collins trying to post up now.
Mismatch. Thompson taking Wynyard off the dribble and gets the and one.
Jet Thompson has really been finding that rim with a lot of regularity in the Rapid League this season. And he's been around the league for a fair few years now, but his aggressiveness in Rapid League has been nice to see. as he hasn't, and he's always been a good facilitator and always has been an aggressive basketball player trying to score the ball, but just a much higher level of efficiency on those finishes, especially after taking the foul so far this season.
Nice look from Burdenshaw to Ledger in the corners. Ramage. Oh, nothing but net.
A really nice interior passing there by Ledger. First Burdenshaw finds him, but Ledger doesn't get stuck in between no man's land, kicks it out, and that's exactly how you want to bend the defense side to side.
Into the corner is Bizet, high arcing three. Pulled down by
With the
Ledger.
left.
Oh, the leak out as well.
With the left hand,
Burdenshaw catching it from Ledger's pass.
That is a beautiful outlet on that one. It's really impressive to just get that left hand going and all the way out on the fly.
Hoyata misses that one. Sharks with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, okay.
Foul.
Well, a quick start for the Sharks. Looking like they're the undefeated team coming in today. 5-point lead early in this one and doing it in a bunch of ways. On the offensive glass with the kick aheads, of course, a couple new starters are into the mix, and that's made this Rapid League team just a wee bit deeper.
Burdenshaw tied up by Thompson. Down to Wynyard, who has a mismatch with Kelly on him, and a foul call. And that is going to be called on Josh Kelly, the 17-year-old.
And Josh Kelly, not bad size on the interior, but more of a forward, giving up quite a bit of a load against Tautoko Wynyard. And I like the way offensively the Sharks looked for Tautoko there. He was right there down low on the block, and he didn't settle for a little fadeaway. Instead spun in, got to the body of Kelly, forced the whistle, and off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for two.
This is the second, but a good defensive rebound from Hoyata. And here's Thompson. Southland get back. Nice cut from Rafson, who's in the game. Yet Thompson strokes the three.
Inside, outside, attack the paint, force that defense to collapse, and then Thompson takes advantage on the kick out, and then great defense here by the Whai as well. That's a kicked ball. That is going to stay with the Tauranga Whai. Fantastic defense there by Rafson, really pressuring the ball heavily to force that turnover. Another young teenager getting it done for the Whai Rapid League squad.
17-year-old starting his Rapid League career for the Whai. Excellent 3x3 player at school as well. Another year 13 student along with Josh Kelly at Mount Maunganui College.
Good balance offensively from side to side. Thompson likes the look and hits it again.
Jed Thompson, look, I'll be honest, I saw him in the gym in the off-season. He's been doing strength work, and that was a deep three.
Killing it right now, 9 points. He's got 9 out of 11.
Off the rim, knocked away. Staying with who? The Sharks, just.
Good fight by Will Ledger, the only maroon jersey in there. Let's get it, and then look at the hustle by Kelly.
Kelly.
Smash that one.
Gets the contact. Josh Kelly, 6-6-6-7 of them heading to the line, the Chemist Warehouse stripe. As the Whai have tied this up at 11 and can take the lead here.
Love that determination defensively. Just attacking, keeping the pressure on the Sharks, forcing them to take a step back, and even when they thought they were safe near the half court, they still weren't. Josh Kelly gets in that passing lane and earns himself the first attempt at the Chemist Warehouse stripe to hit, and one more to come as Huerta's over there talking to Coach Matt Lacey.
Makes both.
Collins and Ledger getting a little handsy underneath the rim.
Sharks going with their traditional maroon color. Two-tone 5 strip for the Rapid League. Nice move early in the shot clock.
Ledger showing the left hand there. That stops an 8-0 run by the Whai and ties things back up. Nice job by Will Ledger there, aggressively taking advantage when he thinks he's got that strength in the post.
Thompson. Oh, what a look. Gets it back. He's on fire in this first quarter. Heat check.
Rafson gets it up. Oh, doesn't get it in.
That will do us for the first quarter, Rapid League. And it's a 13 tie at the ILT Stadium Southland court.
Oh, both teams really finding moments in that first 4 minutes where they completely controlled the action. Southland early in that quarter, dominant, finding things underneath the rim in transition, and really putting pressure on the FI in all three levels. And the FI responded, mostly behind that man we see right there, Jet Thompson. What a fantastic opening quarter, 9 points in just 4 minutes. I think he's gonna be able to hit 36. That'd be pretty impressive in Rapid League.
And you can get any large pizza.
Oh, this is exciting.
20% off.
You know why 20% off any large pizza is exciting?
Use that QR code. Your online code is SouthScore26. Valid until Wednesday.
Because you can get the most expensive one on the menu molds. You can put 12 toppings on that.
That's being greedy.
Yeah, but it's not being greedy. It's being 20% off greedy. It's a qualifier.
Science.
Maybe that's not quite the right mood on Anzac weekend.
No. But that is a great deal. Another one from Sal's. Great league sponsor. Sal's
Fantastic pizza.
Certainly is. Second quarter about to get underway.
See if the Sharks can't extend their defense a little bit. Looked like this FI were getting more comfortable as that quarter went along. Starting right there on the three-point line. That's great penetration by Jet Thompson early.
Oh, Jet Thompson with a running skyhook.
Just looking so comfortable out there. The defense from the Sharks has to get a bit more aggressive. Nice hands by Tauranga Whai.
And he's fouled. And it's going to be Kelly who got him on the arm.
Not even sure how he caught that one, really. As Ramage drives in. Looked like the ball got knocked away and just sort of fell into the hands of Wynyard. Right place, right time. Almost better to be lucky than it is good. Hits the first. Both teams playing with excellent efficiency up to this point in the game. 66% from the field for the Sharks. 55% for the FI. Sorry, 71% overall for the Sharks. I was just looking at Ramage. He's shooting 66 himself.
We're back tied here on the drive. Rapson finds Bazant. Get the mismatch with Wynyard, but good defense from the big. 7 seconds to shoot.
Nice dance, Tauranga Whai. Does it all. Stop Jaden Bazant on the drive and then gets a hand in on the Thompson drive. Really nice help there.
Burdenshaw. Webster gives it back to Burdenshaw. Needs to go. Shot clock at 4. Puts it up. High arcing shot. Oh, underneath. Burdenshaw gets in there. Crashes the glass and puts it up and in.
Sharks have been excellent on the offensive glass, picking up another one there. This has not been their strength so far this season, but already 3 in the first half has them up 2.
Bazant. Waiting for the roll. Goes himself. Off the glass and in.
And just really nicely show of patience there. Waits for the defender to get down his hip, has him in jail, and then they kiss off the glass at a tough angle. Excellent shot making on display.
Back with another tie. Trading buckets, these two teams. Burdenshaw. Too long, but Wynyard, look at the height.
Too big.
Jet Thompson with the rebounds.
But a great opportunity there. 4th offensive rebound. I like the kick out. Wynyard's doing a nice job being disruptive on the O glass.
Nice roll.
Oh, that's strong.
Kelly, unfortunate.
This is good defense there, though, by Quake Webster. Does a good nice job of getting both hands up and getting contact without fouling.
Wynyard up high to Burdenshaw in the corner. Good defense from Thompson. Forced him to tiptoe along the baseline.
Sharks aren't really looking at the rim. Ends up being a difficult shot. Had a couple of better looks at it as Tauranga Whai just gets a wee bit physical with Thompson. Did he just take a shot in the stomach as well?
That's the family strength coming through. That is the Wynyard lineage. This with the off arm really sends Dion Collins to the floor.
But you know, there's different levels to this. And the 6'10", 125 kg guys, they're at a slightly higher level.
Younger brother of Ty Wynyard, Tautoko. And we've got a foul on the FI side of the ball. on the side of the court rather, and that's going to be on Webster on the jet dribble.
Just a little too aggressive. Thompson did a nice job forcing him into that. Otherwise would have possibly given up that lane. Grabs some step through.
Pretty. Lost it. That sort of just froze the feet of the defense and then kept his feet, steps through, puts it up and in.
Whai overall have been very patient offensively on those drives to the paint. They're not getting sped up on the interior.
That rattles down.
Big hit there. Jack Ramage. 16 on the FIBA stats with 6 in the game.
Face up. Got the bump and couldn't get it to go down, but Hoyata hit to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Strong move, a good recognition by Jordan Huerta there, by seeing that he's got the smaller player on him, gets into that high elbow where he's got options. He can put it on the deck and attack, he can shoot it from there. He tries to get to the cup, gets that contact, gets the ball on the rim, so therefore gets 2 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but unlucky on the first. 43 seconds left now here in the quarter. Both teams with their BNZ player timeouts. How are those going to come into play? And might they just give one of these teams the advantage? The 2 misses. Keeps the Whai down 2, down 1, sorry.
Sharks can have a 2-for-1 opportunity here. And they go quickly through Ledger. It gives the Sharks back the lead.
Gives them back the clock as well. To get that 2-for-1 opportunity, up 3, that's a fantastic job of recognizing that.
Jet Thompson gives it up to Kelly. Kelly around Wynyard, excellent work. And they use their BNZ player timeout to the Southland Sharks with 7.3 seconds to go in this first half.
Love the way the Sharks are closing this quarter right now. That's where you win games. The last minute of a quarter, the last 30 seconds in Rapid League. As you see that BNZ player timeout. Get your ticket to the big game. Scan that QR code for a chance to win tickets to this season's games. All thanks to BNZ, who are giving away over 5,000 tickets. Looking for church groups, sports groups, school groups, all kinds of groups filled with good people who want to be sidelined.
Commentary duos.
Wait a minute.
So more than one is a group, right?
Yeah, let's go with 3. You got to have 3. 2 is a duo.
I look forward to going with Hugh Bainan.
Oh, great steal.
Excellent work. Jet Thompson's fouled, and he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, after all that excellent execution for the Sharks, right on the inbounds with 7 seconds left, it just fell away. Didn't get a good enough screen. Really well read by Jet Thompson. Stays aggressive, and that's how the Whai started this half. Great aggressive defense up towards half court, and that looks like how they're going to finish it now. Jet Thompson at the line had those 9 points in the first quarter, just 3 here in the second, but he's still up to 12. 4 of 5 from the field. Fantastic shooting the basketball. 2 of 3 from deep as well.
Thompson misses it.
Oh, got another opportunity. Let it fly. Oh, he's going to let the clock run down. And
He's got fouled, taking a 3. Could have called their BNZ player timeout, but it worked out pretty well.
And I like not calling the timeout there. You've got the defense scrambling after getting a free throw. Rebound. Nice job by Huerta. Gets right on the rim, kicks that out to Jet Thompson. And he showed good patience, but unfortunately for him, he's now missed 2 out of the last 3 free throws, sorry. Needs to hit these 2 to tie things up here at the half.
Makes the second. 0.4 on the clock for the Sharks, who've already called their BNZ player timeout, of course, but we've seen stranger things happen during the week. I don't know if you caught it, but there was an offensive interference to win a game on a half-court heave.
It's been some close
there
ones,
it is.
some crazy ones.
Oh, that's not bad from the Sharks.
Good effort.
It will be all tied up as we head into halftime here. 2-minute break between the second and third quarters. And it's 22 apiece at ILT Stadium, Southland.
A couple of really impressive performances out there. Jet Thompson, of course, leading the way with his 14, but Jack Ramage and Will Ledger with 8 and 7 respectively. It started with Will Ledger from the corner, lets it fly for his burst bucket, and there's that beautiful left-hand outlet to Burdenshaw on the run. Will Ledger doing it all, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So last one there. This was the response for the Phi. Oh, let's take it back outside. We know they're a great three-point shooting team, and they showed it 2 out of 4 in the first half at 50%. That opened up some abilities for the drive, and it was all driven by that man, Jet Thompson. Flynn Rapson gets in on the activity as well for his first bucket and only bucket of the first half. But overall, it was a very even affair. The Sharks doing their damage on the glass with 9 rebounds to just 5, whereas the efficiency of the Tauranga Whai is what's kept them in this game, not just from the field, but getting to the line for 10 attempts and 6 makes, doubling up the makes of the Sharks. And that little difference in play, the strength of the Sharks on the interior and the strength of the Whai on the perimeter, that's how we have this tie game right now.
Just the 1 turnover for the Whai as well, looking after the ball. 6 assists on 8 makes for the Sharks, sharing the ball around, and we've got a real doozy coming up at 2 p.m. local. Sharks, Whai. Sharks are starting to bring back their imports and their starting 5 components as well. The Whai looking to bounce back from a loss earlier in the round against the Nuggets as they go on their southern swing. And that will be at 2 p.m. after the second half here of the Rapid League game. All stats thanks to the Chemist Warehouse, the official stats provider for the Sales NBL.
A fantastic partner to the men's and women's leagues for these last few years, enabling us to get those stats to you right away. Well, completely even, 13 points for both teams in the first quarter, 9 for both teams in the second. Is either team going to be able to get advantage in this arm wrestle that we're seeing here on a Saturday early afternoon?
I've got a Rapid League 555 alert.
It's coming. Will Ledger's right there on the precipice, isn't he?
He's got 2 assists and a rebound to go. He's got 7 points already. Rapid League 555 is something that I only really champion out of all the commentary groups. But it's definitely something that needs to be acknowledged because it's the version of the double-double in the abbreviated game.
Well, a special shout out
to
Sam Dempster, who actually got a double-double and 10 points, 10-plus rebounds in a game yesterday. That was pretty impressive.
In Rapid League.
In Rapid League.
He got 10 boards in a Rapid League game.
He got 11, I think, actually.
Oh, he's Dennis Rodman. That's impressive.
Sam Dempster.
Sammy D shot.
All work, all work.
Yeah, he is. The vet. And so it will be Bazant on the reset here as the Sharks go up 3, 25-22.
Good defense. Collins just enough to make himself available.
Here's Bazant.
With the left.
CJ Flavel dives in and steals that rebound. Poked away, though. And it came off the hands of the Whai.
Well, that's unlucky for the Whai because their energy was just a half step above the Sharks on that entire possession there. And that hustle, unfortunately, not rewarded as they knocked the ball around because it was a little bit unbalanced on the court. Need to do a better job of finding themselves in space on those step outs. Webster and Snow in the on ball. Burtonshaw. His clock running down, just 5 seconds left on it.
Burdenshaw in deep on Bazant. And uses the body, puts it up and in. Nice work, nice patience from Dame Burdenshaw.
Gave him the 2 big, just understood that he had that size and strength advantage, and he used it there on the block.
Flavel driving.
Big off arm there.
Big off arm on, that's going to be Ramage.
Sharks really getting their offense pushed out to half court. Whai trying to keep them from getting any penetration inside that three-point line.
Ramage 3-ball.
Big board by Snow there.
Burdenshaw. Wing 3 is good.
Oh, Jet Thompson back to the cup. Beautiful step.
Puts it up and in. The Sharks lead is cut to 6 on that make.
Sharks, though, the counterattack comes back with great pace, not allowing this FI squad to relax for a moment. And we take another look at the drive right into the body of Flavel. A little bit too much contact, and we're off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Ramage at the line. Too strong on that one. First shots of this Rapid League game.
Deion Collins and Riley Snow there. A little elbow action. So, you know, how's your father on a Sunday?
Subs on the make.
Subs coming in.
Subs coming out.
Jet
Thompson not given the love.
16 points. I might leave that guy in. I don't know. Well, where's the answer come for the FI? This has been an explosive third quarter here for the Sharks on a...
Had Jet Thompson not reported to the score bench? Because he was coming in.
had to come in officially?
Yeah, I think so, because he's at the score bench.
He's got to get waved in, apparently.
Ah, yeah. Ledger with another bucket. He moves to 9.
Playing well, displaying a full contingent of skills.
It's the bandana headband, isn't it?
It really is. It's definitely that one.
Off the glass, a little errant from Kelly. Ledger gives it up, gets it back.
Back to Ledger. He's really finding some activity. If I'm the Sharks, I'm looking to get him the ball a bit more often. Unfortunately, that's a turnover.
Here's Rapson, all by himself.
Rewarded for forcing that turnover. Gets the slap from behind as Josh Kelly does the same thing. A little bit of pressure up the court might be able to help this FI squad work their way back into the ballgame.
And so it's this 5-point Sharks lead. They've been building nicely here in this third quarter. Just 4 points for the FI. Under a minute to go before the final quarter. Snow gives it up. Burdenshaw back to Webster. Burdenshaw, wing 3 again. This time the contest is good.
Big board, Snow.
Webster. Another rebound.
Number 7 offensive.
Why not? This time the FI do pull the board down through Hoyata.
Sharks dominating the glass. The FI just hanging on, but they make it here. It'll be a one-possession ball game.
Just under a couple of seconds difference, about 1.5. Shot clock, game clock, down to 9 to shoot it. Jet Thompson. Flavel.
Nothing but offensive rebounds out there.
Back and in. CJ Flavel to close it to a Southland Sharks 3-point lead at three-quarter time. It's 33-30 at ILT Stadium, Southland.
Well, a lot of stick-to-itiveness out there by both teams. The Sharks dominant on the glass. A 14-8 rebound advantage overall, but 7 offensive rebounds off of just 9 misses. They're getting just about everything back. The Sharks just cannot keep control. Sorry, the FI just can't keep the Sharks off the glass, but the FI have been able to just keep pace with excellent shot making of their own and a few trips to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
A couple of team stats for you as well. Both teams shooting the ball really well, 52% each. The FI are 2 of 5 from 3. Sharks happy to get up more 3-point attempts. They're shooting 35%, 5 makes. And 6 of 10 from the line for the FI and 4 of 6 for the Sharks from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Plus 6 rebound advantage for the Sharks. And just the 2 assists for the FI on their 11 makes. Sharks have 8 assists on their 12 field goals.
And you look at that statistically, and I'd be inclined to think that the Sharks would have a much bigger lead than they do, but the FI have been able to keep it tight. That's because, for one reason, the Sharks 4 turnovers, doubling up those of the FI. But it is those trips to the stripe that's enabled them to give up that level of offensive rebounds, but still keep the scoreline tight.
It's a 3-point lead here for the Sharks in Rapid League. FI with it. Oh, that's tough shot from Rapson, but stolen away by Flavel.
Burtonshaw just getting a little aggressive there. Needed to slow down for a half second. We're going to reset that shot clock. It needs to get reset to 24 because Burtonshaw did have possession. So we should see it about 17 seconds, I believe, after the action that happened there. Let's see where it settles. Settling at 19. Bonus to the 5. Got plenty of time to get a shot off now.
Thompson, one-handed. Oh, that's tough. Kelly will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Kelly looks so comfortable coming off that on ball and finishing at the rim. That is really where you can tell one of his preferred finishes. He does a nice job of setting a powerful screen, creating that space, and then cutting to the basket with purpose. Gets that contact and hits the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The free throw line once again, a best friend of this Phi squad today.
Here is Will Ledger with the ball. Extended pressure.
Oh, wait a minute. We're coming up on 16.
Oh, they just get it over. Ledger knocks that down. What? That's Rapid League for you.
Offense, just like you like it. Nearly give up the 8-second call, but the gamble gives up Ledger's wide open look, and he's banging him down from deep today.
That 3 rattles in for Hoyata.
And just a little bit too much space. Ledger comes down on the help side and gives Jordi Huata that ability to hit that 3. Back and forth we go. It looks like another tight one in the Rapid League today.
Ledger, Snow. Oh, chalk up another 3 and another assist for Will Ledger, who moves to 4.
Quick Webster drains that one. He's been shooting the ball so well this year and continues it today.
Good defense by Wynyard, straight up. Didn't leave his feet. Kelly just had no angle.
Yeah, it's about 5-6 inches at least that Kelly's given up there. Tough to finish over that kind of size.
Ledger again. Poked away, bouncing around. Jet Thompson has it over half court.
You need to press the advantage here.
Rapson traveled.
Well, he just got a little bit too cute. I think if he catches that and attacks the rim immediately, Quake Webster's in no position to cut him off because he's playing from behind in that semi-transition defense. Instead, goes one way, then comes the other. It's always gonna, if it looks like a travel, it's always gonna be a travel.
Webster, Wynyard.
Too strong.
And they want the travel, and they get the travel call. Just a little couple of baby steps there.
And just needed to rebalance himself. Sometimes as a big man, when you take that initial fake and then come back down with it, you just get a little choppy with the footwork, and that was the case there for Wynyard. And against a team like the Phi, you don't need to go for up fakes. You can just put it up because you're the biggest player on the court. Board Kelly.
Good crash by the young one. And we got another shot clock problem, I believe. And this time it should have gone to 14.
Yeah, it should have come back down to 12 now, and the Phi will get to inbound.
Well, Ledger just needs another assist, Casey, for that Rapid League 555.
A 555 on the way. And he's not too far away from a double-double. 7 rebounds already, 12 points. Putting on a heck of a performance. The 555 is still my favorite stat rep.
Bazant back in the game and knocks that down. Now, minute 36 to go. Lead is 3. Jet Thompson doing Jet Thompson things, and he calls his BNZ player timeout. And, oh no, that's not a good sign for Will Ledger.
No, it's straight off. And the hustle of Jet Thompson, unfortunately, looks like it took out the ankle of Will Ledger. That's going to be problematic for a team that has been pretty dependent on Ledger today, not just offensively, but on that defensive end. He's been cleaning up the glass. And this is your BNZ player timeout, a chance to use that QR code and get a chance to win one of 5,000 tickets, all thanks to BNZ. Make sure you enter and get your group sidelined to a court near you.
Bazant, Thompson. Jet Thompson for three, ties it up at 39.
How about this Jet Thompson, 19 points. The fantastic defensive play, and then the rangy triple, his third of the ball game. He's 3 for 4, and then the defense on this side.
That is Jet Thompson basketball right there. Loves picking up full court, up and in, after banging down a three.
The energy is there for this FI squad, and look at the enthusiasm there. Pumped to be back in this ball game. Looked like the Sharks had control, but now it's Jet Thompson time.
Collins to Bazant. Over the top of Wynyard, Jaden Bazant and all his experience.
He created so much space with that step back there. Made Wynyard think he was attacking the rim, but steps back to take away his shot blocking ability. Sharks need an answer on this possession.
10 for Bazant. The FI have the lead. Another handle lost by Snow, but he gets it back. Burdenshaw, contested three. Thompson with a board and poked away and fouled.
Big rebound there. Out of position, Webster kicks it ahead, but it was a bit of a floating pass. So that defense was able to get right on top of Burdenshaw. And it does, at this moment, look like the FI have a little bit of an advantage. They've closed really well. Taking a look at the quarter-by-quarter scores. Just 6 in the quarter for the Sharks. Lowest scoring quarter of the game.
Good to see Will Ledger's back in the game. Number 2 for the Sharks. Southland Sharks just need to play good defense.
Have to have the stop here.
Thompson turns the corner. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out, 6 to shoot. Bazant, Ledger on him. Jaden Bazant to his left. Wynyard, can he get it? Collins with a great rebound. And Wynyard, he got the hand to it.
Wait, did they call a player timeout? Who called the play? Was that a Sharks player timeout? Well done there. Tautoko Wynyard is Dion Collins. The Tauranga Whai did not have a player timeout. It was called when Jet Thompson did that fantastic action. Another chance for you to scan that QR code and get one of 5,000 tickets to NZNBL games this season, all thanks to BNZ. But back to the fantastic defensive Wynyard. He gets a hand on it, gave up interior position to Collins, and then was able to knock it out of bounds. Just giving this Sharks team a chance to come back in the ball game.
Now it is a 1.2 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock here, unless they reset it to 14.
I reckon the Sharks got to go for a 3 here. They got to go for a win. 0 for on the season. Go ahead and nail this bad boy.
Shot clock is off. 6 to shoot. On the glass, high off the glass.
Oh, got a chance.
Got to get it up. They didn't realize it. Poor court awareness. Game situation. And unfortunately for the Sharks, the FI take the win here. 41-39.
Well, what a finish there by the Tauranga Whai. They must have only led for about 45 seconds. And it was the last 45 seconds of this game. The Sharks were in control just about from the tip and really started to wrestle more of that momentum down the stretch. But Jet Thompson, the FI, finding a way. Look at the percentages. Efficient offense for both sides. The shooting from the FI from deep just a little bit better, and they got to the free throw line twice as many times. That negates the offensive rebounding advantage that the Sharks had. And part of that reason that an advantage was negated is because of the plethora of turnovers. The Sharks sloppy with the basketball, and that keeps them winless and keeps the FI undefeated.
Jet Thompson joins us now. 19 points and 6 of 8 shooting, Jet. But it's your trademark up and in defense that turned the corner for the FI in that fourth quarter. How does it feel to get that win?
Nah, I think that win was really important for us. All the boys are pretty gutted with how we performed on Friday night, so it's a big job for us to get up and in and set the tone early and try to leave this Southland road trip with 1-1.
You speak about setting the tone early. Is certainly some of this is coming over from that Nuggets performance, not just in the Rapid League, but also in the NBL. How can this Rapid League performance help inspire the team today as you go in looking to bounce back similarly in the NBL?
Yeah, I think we just got to stick to our rules, listen to our coaching staff, come out with a fight, and I think we'll put ourselves in a good position to walk away with a win.
Well, Jet, congratulations. Good luck for the main game, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Shout out my mum. Love you.
Shot. Excellent work, Jet Thompson.
Well done, Jet. Well done.
Well, stay with us here on Sky Sport. Coming up very shortly in around about 19 minutes time, we'll be back at ILT Stadium Southland for the Sharks and the Tauranga Whai in the Sal's NBL.
On Saturday, but it is a very different looking Sharks team than that which we saw here for our season up against the Tauranga Whai. Some cold, but some of the cavalry has arrived, and now I'd like to reintroduce to you a couple of our favourite songs from seasons past. Caleb Asbury and Kevin Bloom from that side. Suited for today. Kevin's going to start on the bench, straight into the starting line. Also get to Robert back along, 10-year Shark now, in the form of pro winner, who is coming this week from the UK, and we'll go straight into the starting five this afternoon. From the two teams out pretty shortly, we will be reminding NZNBL as well, Sharks fans, so we will ask your support during that as well. So look at the games that we've had this past week. And of course, today, Sharks against the Whai, they have already played this weekend, the Tauranga Whai, and that was in the meeting on their way down on Friday night. Speaking by the Tauranga Whai, you can see winners for the Capital Rams on Thursday night against the Hawks, before they were beaten. A really good contest actually against the Franklin Bulls. To a tower at the Monday of the Jets. Real good game last night with the Giants. Right at the end, they were getting a victory over the Lincoln Saints. Of course, we're here this afternoon for Sunday afternoon hoops here at Shark Tank, and then two games to finish up the NZNBL round tomorrow. Of course, the observation of NZNBL and they often we've got games at 2 and 5 o'clock in Tauranga and 1 respectively. We're maybe a couple of weeks into the comp, but already you can see the talent rising to the top. Not least of all, his skipper, Big Sam Timmins. How good has he been? Let's have a look at some of the stats that Sam has put together. You can see there on the league field across the league, the most number of blocks per game and most number of rebounds per game. And these is box score here, so originally sucked on Thursday night last week in Franklin. 26 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists. Triple double with Sam in that game. And you can see the stats that he's got up 15.3 rebounds per game, leading the league. Both backhand blocks per game. He is dominating inside, and he'll need to do the same again tonight or your years back at the Southland Sharks. So, let's what I want to have for the Bully Motors speaking right course behind your Southland Sharks, and once again, we've got the chance for your family to ride to school inside, because now the school's we will be taking kids to school, almost as we in the Sharks boys. They will bring you up, and maybe Mustang, Director, something fresh off the line of the boys, and take your kids to the school inside with the old school All you need to do is scan the QR code. Come on screen, use your visit cards. And you could get the ultimate pin up and pop off the score next to the recording court and your Southland Sharks. Of course, we ran this in our opening game. We have one of the first of our winners. We can announce for you now, so if you entered last week, you're in the draw for the whole season. It's fully randomised. We can confirm that Lucas Treadaway is our first winner. So Lucas, I've got great news, buddy. We're going to be taking you to school this week. So big stuff, mate. So we'll be in touch with the Treadaway man. Lucas is going to be brought off at Donald Primary this week. You do get right as well by scanning that QR code and your families and your kids' details. All that is fully forward. Right, of course, behind your Southland Sharks. Standing by shortly to bring out your Southland Sharks. This is your official welcome briefing. We'll be lights out to bring the Sharks out into the Shark Tank again. So they're waiting the main tour. So we'll just watch us here. We'll be talking back shortly. We'll be getting themselves ready. We have got a fortune teller as well too. You get to share your official wall. This is where you get to blow my phone up. Right? What we're looking for today is the Shark who will score the most points in the first quarter. Alright? So we're going to do a wee tally up here at quarter time. Which Shark do you think will have the most points in quarter time? Alright? What we need to do is get your name and the name of that Shark through the number on the screen. Alright? We've got all sorts of degrees. That's what makes it SAT. Which will put together for you to make away fortune teller. Alright, so text number up on screen with the Shark you think will score the most points in quarter one. Your name and that Shark's name through the number on screen. You can see you're on the fortune teller for week 3 of Saturdays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so now I ask everybody to be upstanding. If you are able, as we take a moment to reflect. To the bar, Sharks fans, on this very special weekend, we would now ask you to join us, the Southland Sharks New Zealand National Basketball League, in commemorating Anzac Weekend. We think back to 1915 to the shores of Gallipoli where young New Zealanders and Australians fought for the first time as a joint force, and in many cases made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms we enjoy today, 111 years later. They shall not grow old, as we the elect grow old. Age shall not weary you, nor the years continue. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will Well, it's the game round, shot change, John to the block. And this looks great because the Australian FIBA releasing six second shots. Up against the Tauranga Whai. Remember, of course, we have on our footing choices. That is available. We're ready to go. This is what we're going to have here, but we're going to do today. Go down to London Melbourne, we've got a sort there, we've got a shape on screens. We've got brand new for 2026, socks, tees, regular setup, sleeves, and all good numbers all around. Plus, a few in our blank box that's available. You can give yourself a crack deal or get it in the merchandise stand. Just in front of the assistant shape on stand, it's also going to find the Amazing Bird, the XO Church. They're doing a great job. I see what the places painted already. Representing as per usual. Now the Eagle Eye and much new Sharks fans are probably picking up a few familiar faces who weren't here a couple of weeks ago who are out on court. So while the boys are warming up, we should share a few of these numbers, should we? Here it is, double ball, C5. Come on, that's three Sharks fans. Let's welcome them. Let's have it. Good to see you, mate. Boys have done a great job. Already went on the road against the Bulls last week, which is good stuff. And 7-1-2, and the other 2 weeks in the top. And now it's starting to feel a little bit more full form, isn't it? So, still, as you may have seen by social media channels, we're going to start talking Sharks tonight.
Tries to get free. He does. Pulls the trigger. Kia ora te whānau no mai hoka mai. Welcome to the Shark Tank ILT Stadium, Southland, Invercargill, for the round 3 matchup between the Southland Sharks and the Whai from Tauranga, or as they like to call it in the south, Invercargill. Jonathan Yim back in town and looking to get this Sharks season going. Andrew Mulligan, a four-time Sal's NBL champ. Casey Frank on hand for this one. Casey, what a matchup for your Sunday afternoon.
And it's two teams who do it in different styles. Can the Phi defense slow down the Sharks' high-powered offense? Maybe, but they're going to have to find some offense of their own. Because if they just depend on their defense, this Sharks team is suddenly too deep and too big for the Phi to just let them go about their business.
Well, both teams at 1 and 2 on the season. But really, it's all about showing what you can do and build towards. And you can have your say as to who you think will get this one. Use that QR code, your shout. Vote Sharks and Phi. And the Phi coming off a loss against the Nuggets earlier in round 3, and the Sharks back at home on the Shark Tank, looking forward to getting a win in front of these fans.
Yeah, the Sharks coming off that double header up in Auckland a week ago that led into this round of activity. First, the Rams holding against the Hawks, who could not get that W. The Nuggets beating the Phi, handing them their first loss of the season. A big win for the Bulls, knocking the Rams down. The Tuatara holding court against the Jets in a fantastic game last night. It was a thriller. The Giants taking the lead in the last 30 seconds to get the come-from-behind victory over the Saints. We got the Sharks and Phi, and 2 more games tomorrow. Taking a look at the standings, Moles.
And you can see the 2 undefeated teams, the Nuggets and the Tuatara. Nuggets only won 3 games last season.
It's a big difference. What a difference a year makes.
Congratulations to the Nuggets. You can see the Sharks there at 1 and 2, a 9th spot, but they have reinforcements coming. And some of them have made their way back for this game as well. More on that later. But the Phi, the Tauranga Whai, they have unbelievable advanced stats. Number 1 in offensive rating, effective field goal percentage, and true shooting percentage, meaning they are deliberate, but they know what they need to do and can execute their shots.
And this is a similar style to what Tauranga played last year, where they were just starting to reach that potential. Well, this year, that potential has gotten higher with players like Tane Murray, Ruben Tarangi, Nick Stoddard on this team. This is going to be a much more impressive squad with higher expectations going into the postseason.
Well, the Phi led by Tane Murray, who's 3rd in the league in scoring at 25 a game. Also, Nick Stoddard's averaging 24 a game. Rookie Cole Hopoi as well in the starting 5. Xander Masters shooting the ball really well from deep, dishing out 5 assists tonight. And Nick Tata anchors the paint, shooting a highly efficient 69% from the floor. And they are coached by Matt Lacey once again, who joined us before tip.
Coach, your team this year has done a great job of controlling the three-point line at both ends. Efficient shooting on one end and solid defense on the other. How can you continue that tonight against a Sharks team that has a few more perimeter weapons than it did a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Boone coming back in, we know what kind of trouble he caused us and a lot of other teams last year, so that's going to be a big focus, you know, for us tonight. And you know, they got a variety of guys that we're going to have to keep an eye on. So, you know, our backside rotations in terms of, you know, whether it's pick and roll or just in transition, kind of finding matchups is going to be important.
And looking at the Phi, you've had a good start to the season offensively and dipped down a little bit against the Nuggets. How can you find another 40-minute performance on that end of the court and keep this offense going at the level that you found earlier in the season?
Yeah, look, I thought we got a wake-up call versus the Nuggets a couple of nights ago, and you know, we feel good about trying to back that up pretty quickly. So yeah, I mean, for us, I think that was an identity piece more than anything, and you know, looking forward to us responding this afternoon.
That's Coach Matt Lacey, who's done an excellent job with the Phi. Now, the Sharks, will they feast today on the Phi, or will they be another team and another one to be able to contend for that championship slot that they had against the Saints last season?
That's a good question. Are they the hungriest team? They came so close a year ago, and they've brought back almost the entirety of this roster. Really just MVP Josiah Alec, who's not around, but they've done well to replace around him. So I think that hunger is there, but they have to prove it on a night-to-night basis. Will they be able to stay hungry against a Phi team that knows how to defend them?
Well, the Sharks are centered around Sam Timmins, literally, who leads the Sal's NBL with over 15 rebounds per game. Rylan Jones is the floor general, scoring 15 a game. Caleb Asbury's back, and he's starting out to average 13. It can average up towards 20 as well. Takaha Cooper, the maturation of the young man from Northland, he chips in nicely as well. Braden Inger returns for his 6th season from playing in Great Britain. And the head coach of the Sharks is Coach Jonathan Yim.
Coach, have had a pretty good rest since your last hit out, and now you've got an opportunity to work in a few fresh bodies. Looking at the squad, how do you hope to bring in not just Caleb, who had a little bit of time, but also Keelan and Braden here now with a few more options, not only in the starting lineup but off the bench?
Yeah, anytime you can add quality talent like Keelan and Braden and Caleb, you know, you welcome it. You know, they've had a really good week of practice. You know, I think that we're kind of slowly acclimating and learning each other again after them not being here to start the year. So, you know, having a little bit more depth should hopefully help us tonight.
And looking at the Phi, this is a team that's got a pretty tremendous perimeter attack, has been shooting the ball really well, and probably not as much of a threat in the painted area. How is that going to shift your defensive actions today as you look to secure the win here on your home court?
Well, they're the #1 three-point shooting team in the league so far. They have 2 guys that are shooting over 50%. So, you know, we made it a priority this week to try to take away the three-pointer and force them into the paint. You know, just because they haven't scored a lot in the paint doesn't mean that they're not able to. Nicholas Tata is a very dynamic roller, lob threat, and then, you know, Tane and Nick Stoddard are both very athletic. And then, to be honest, like Bazant and Marsters, you know, they're very good in the mid-range too. So just because they've taken a ton of threes and made a ton of threes doesn't mean that, you know, they're not going to give us any issues from the 2-point line as well.
And you can take a look at their bench as well. You see their experience. Max Darling in street clothes. And you can see here, head to head, it is a tale of 2 different styles at the moment when it comes to the offensive outputs.
And the Phi offense took a big dip with that game against Otago. Prior to that, they were averaging right around 100 points a game, which was a vast difference from the season ago. You look at that field goal percentage, the Phi, very efficient. They don't take bad shots. The Sharks haven't been able to get it going from deep, but they have been dominating the glass. If Tauranga doesn't have an answer for Sam Timmons and company on the glass, he's going to be a Windex man cleaning it up all day long.
Well, the Sharks are excellent at second chance opportunities, holding the #1 spot for offensive rebounding percentage at 34, but that's their shooting efficiency that they have to work on. Sam Timmons in the middle on the glass will always be a monster threat. They also have Max Darling coming back, yes, but they also will welcome back Tobias Cameron at some point as well. So they are going to be very, very competitive in the second half of the season.
Yeah, they put together a nice squad, and sometimes the ability to bring in a Tobias Cameron a little bit later in the season enables him to fit under the salary cap. Less games means you can bring in that extra guy. Braden Ingram, a big in this week. His perimeter shooting and size at that small forward / power forward position just gives the Sharks that much, that little bit more size they've been missing. And Timmons doesn't even give it a jump.
What's up, Sam?
Not him on that jump ball.
Now turnover. That's why. They knew
Why not?
He knew we were getting the ball back, says Sam Timmons.
Tata can't handle that outside. Not the way you want to start are the Phi. We heard Coach Matt Lacey talk about the fact that, hey, we got a wake-up call. Well, first play doesn't look like they've woken up quite yet.
On the high post, Timmons has it knocked away, and Cooper, it falls to him, Kaha Cooper. Nice work to Timmons. Too strong. Been playing in the off-season in Hong Kong. Here's Sam Timmons. Makes the quick move. Oh, that's pretty. Sam Timmons, nice footwork.
They fed him again after he blew the initial layup. Just a little bit to it by himself. But look at this. Caleb Asbury forcing a turnover. Sloppy Phi offense so far.
Anger. To Kaha Cooper on the glass. There is that offensive rebounding from the Southland Sharks.
I'm kind of surprised the Phi haven't called a timeout yet. This is disorganized off the bat. Not what you expect. They look very surprised by this press by the Sharks and haven't really even attempted a shot yet in this game.
Oh, the drive. And the foul is... The Phi make sure that they can actually get a touch and get something going inside.
Love this energy from the Sharks on their home court. They have come out and they've just started throwing some haymakers. Doing a nice job of forcing this Phi squad to get out of rhythm. Forced a turnover on the first possession and didn't get a stop here, but they do send Xander Marsters to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where every free throw counts this season, going towards the Hoops in Schools program in conjunction with BBNZ. Fantastic program to get a hoop in a school near you.
Masters makes both. Extend the pressure on the mate. Get 24 against the Airs in round 2. part of that under-19 World Cup team in 2025. Xander Masters, finishing fourth. Timmins, oh, nice finish, Sam Timmins.
Just getting
really
that.
Refine that post game of his.
Yeah, just getting that hook shot over Tata. First to the left hand on the initial shot, and this time back to that right hand, or it comes back to it both times. Just really nice to see the patience. He is looking in MVP form early in the season.
Asbury pulls it back, strokes the three. Southland Sharks on fire to start this game.
Man, it looks like an easy game for them at the moment. Just no resistance from the Phi. Not in the low post, not in transition. They need to get some buckets going to put some pressure on this opposition.
Tane Murray on the baseline.
That was his first touch yet in the game.
Tata, the Aussie. And another tough pass. And it's another turnover for the Phi.
Stoddard just not on the same page with Tata there. He's expecting to go for the handoff, and Tata goes for the pass. Just need to settle against this pressure right now from the Sharks, which is pretty much token. Should be forcing this many turnovers.
Inga stepped out, unfortunately, for Braden Inga and the Sharks. Just their first turnover. The Phi already have 3.
That's 3 turnovers and I think 4 possessions.
They've only had 1 shot attempt.
That is not the way to go.
Not a great trip south so far for Matt Lacey in the Phi, losing to the Nuggets 92-81 on Friday. Swiped away and stays with the Phi, but Tane Murray thought he had a nice easy lane there, but a hand came in, knocked it away, stays with the visitors.
I thought that might have been a foul.
Oh, did it? Oh,
looked like a little bit of arm.
Might have got some arm there.
But no, instead it's going on the baseline. Big block by Sam Timmins. Tim Murray thought he had the shot, but the long arm of the big fellas takes that out the sky.
Asbury to the glass, lays it up sweetly.
Right, there's the timeout. I think about 2 minutes too late for Coach Matt Lacey. This is a 11-2 run already.
Well, 11-2, and it's powered by the big man Sam Timmins that we talked to before the game.
Welcoming a few new teammates over the last week. How are you going to balance staying aggressive and looking for your own shot while also trying to get these talented players into the fold and producing at a high rate?
Yeah, it's an exciting week for the group, welcoming some familiar faces back into the fold. I think the focus for me at the start of the year has been to be aggressive, and then when the defense rotates over, to kick the ball anyway. So hopefully it's not going to have to be too much of an adjustment. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and then it'll be, Braden and Caleb and Keelan on the receiving end instead of some of the, the young guys that got a good chance but may not get that much of a chance anymore. So exciting all around.
And last time out against a pretty big front line in the Tuatara. This time out coming up against the Phi squad, where just Nick Tata has that size to sort of combat you inside. Does that change the way you approach your attack, or is it just a opponent by opponent thing? You're taking it either way?
Every team's different. They're going to game plan for what they have. So, we're not expecting anything other than to stick to what we've been doing. We're going to, obviously see how they're guarding it and make adjustments during the game, and hopefully we come out with a good way to attack what they're doing.
Now, even though that interview sounds like it was done in the future, we actually did that before the game started.
The robots are coming. The
Sharks 11-2 over the Phi.
Let's see what the Phi come out with. Where are they going to look to attack? Who do they need to get the ball in the hands of? Looks like Tane Murray, but the defense of the Sharks is making that difficult.
Tane Murray, one of those elite 3-level scorers, and that's tough possession out of the timeout for the Phi.
No penetration for the Phi. They cannot find the inside of that three-point line right now.
It's Jones, Ryland Jones, Asbury in the corner. Tata with the rebound. Knocked away by Timmins again. Wow. Sam Timmins affecting the game at both ends of the floor.
A kick and able to knock it away, but also knock it off Tata at the same time. Sam Timmins is a load right now, scoring with great efficiency, blocking shots, and forcing turnovers when you got no business to.
Anger. Here's Ryland Jones. Sees the double, does Timmins.
A big elbow to the ribs of Murray there.
Asprey with another three. Caleb Asprey is now 2 for 3 from deep.
Perfect double, really did a nice job, but Asbury makes himself available on the weak side. Stoddard can't recover in time to take that triple away. And the Sharks are firing at all cylinders.
Well, that came off the knee.
Look at this pass here, beautiful pass by Timmons, and Stoddard closes out, but just a little bit late. Asbury doesn't even notice him. And I'm gonna have to agree with you, I thought that might have been off the thigh there.
I thought it came off Stoddard's knee. But it stayed with the fight. Got a foul on this position here.
They need some answers offensively right now.
Caleb Asbury, I believe, called for that one.
There's just no response to the Sharks now. They're just not impacting them on any level. They can't really penetrate. They're not forcing the defense in the rotation, and offensively, the Sharks are getting where they want with regularity.
Stoddard sits, Bazant into the game, and that's a much-needed bucket.
Nice little action as Murray goes for, it looks like he's coming off, instead becomes a screener, confuses the defense, and just gets that pop out for the open jumper.
He is prolific from deep, is Tane Murray, shooting 48% from downtown. They go to Timmons, makes the move, sees the double. Bazant off the bench, and Jaden Bazant steals it away.
Really nicely done by Bazant to get in there and get that steal, but unfortunately the Phi can't make it count on the other end. Sharks right back into the attack.
And that's going to be a foul, I believe, called on Tane Murray for holding.
Got a little active with the hands. And anytime you defend with the hands in the post, it's going to be difficult not to get that whistle. You have to use your feet to get around. Easier said than done when you're giving up about 7 inches there against Sam Timmons in the post. But move the feet to get around. If you get your hands caught, especially when the ball goes out of bounds, that whistle is going to go to the offensive player's favor.
Tukaha Cooper got his feet set, knocks it down.
Everything looks so easy for the Sharks early in this one. They're catching those set plays, those catches are right on the three-point line, easy shots to finish. And really doing a nice job of dismissing the pressure of the Fire early.
Dion Collins off the bench. Bazant, fresh off a Rapid League win earlier in the afternoon, and good hustle on the glass. Hopoi gets a bucket.
Right place, right time. He just has a knack for finding those gaps. Just enough work on the offensive glass there enables that ball to fall in his hands for the finish.
Wynyard, Tautoko Wynyard turns it over. Stepping through as Masters, nicely done. The fight back into this game now. Lead still substantial for the Sharks early on.
Cut it down to 8 though, and a nice transition attack. Those turnovers turning to offense are really playing in the favor of the Phi. Is that a foul from behind? Looks pretty clean. I thought that was mostly basketball, but that is not the way that the Sharks bench saw it.
And here is Keelan Boone for Coach Jonathan Yim. Braden Inga sits. It's just a really nice player to bring off your bench. Keelan Boone, nothing like an import returning to the league for the same team, for the same coach.
I love his game, and this is what he does. Catch and shoot, can't give him space. He's a little bit of a version of Southland NZNBL, Kevin Durant. He's got that great length. He's sitting up there at 6'9", but can score from the outside as well as on the interior. Really brings a lot of versatility to the Sharks lineup on both ends of the court with his return.
Tukaha Cooper. And Boone stepped out.
They're still not used to the lines, though, even the second year in. It's a couple of cheap turnovers for the Sharks, just trying to find their spacing there on the deep baselines. Boone did return just before their last game against the Tuatara, but decided because I had just been on about 20 hours of travel, maybe I won't play today. Caleb Asbury, he's like, I don't care. I'll give it a go. Both answers are right. Got to listen to the body.
Murray, Asbury on him. Offensive foul on Collins.
And Dion Collins, he's a physical player. He's going to try and set good screens out there. And you don't need to move that much once Asbury's caught. Just because you haven't hit him doesn't mean you haven't created the advantage. And In that case, I thought the advantage was already created. He went for a little extracurricular activity, and that's why it's back to Sharks possession.
Sharks 7 for 10. Snow knocking that down there. 8 for 11 in this first quarter.
Quake Webster with the catch and the shoot out of the corner. Really well done there. Spacing out. He has been a three-point threat, not just in the Rapid League, but also here in the NBL.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bazant, front of the rim, and a foul.
And the Phi needed that, even just to slow down the pace right now as we take another look at Asbury, kicking it to the quarter to Quake Webster. The high moon ball lets it fly, knows it's in the old times, already set up for defense going the other way. Quake Webster has been really taking a leap this season, shown a bit more competitiveness on the NBL level, and has at times been the main offensive threat for the Sharks in the Rapid League as well.
Quake Webster played all 16 minutes of the Rapid League game. He had 6 points. Jaden Bazant, he was spared a few minutes rest in Rapid League. Played just under 10 minutes in that game. He had 10 points, 5 of 8 shooting. And it's a 20-10 Sharks lead.
Bazant's just moved to the bench as well with the entry of Stoddart. So you can see with this early substitution that Coach Lacey still thinks of him as a start. Oh my!
Oh, Caleb Asbury went upstairs and put it down on them.
Well, that's what you do when your man doubles. You attack the rim, you attack straight through it. Nice find by Timmons, better finish by Asbury.
Boyata. Tough find. Tane Murray. Jones all over him. Murray gets the roll.
Well, I was about to say something about going to the fadeaway against the player. You've got that kind of size advantage, but apparently Tane Murray knew better. Shows the soft touch to get that two and stop the bleeding for the Phi. Still down 10 though.
Marlon Jones, long three missed. Tane Murray at about 5 inches on him. He runs to the corner. Bazant operating with Tata. Boyata. Murray. Flashing to the three-point line. Timmons back in the game on him.
Nice find. Got to hit that though.
And he does. Jordi Huata.
Well, nice job of forcing multiple rotations out of the Sharks defense that time. Earlier in the game was one pass, one shot, not really forcing the Sharks to move. You see on that possession, multiple attacks, multiple rotations, eventually fighting the wide open Huata in the corner.
Jonathan Yim pre-game talking to Casey as Asbury knocks down another three. Talking about having to chase the Phi off the three-point line, and you're going to have to do the same to the Sharks.
Definitely to Caleb Asbury right now. 13 points and 3 for 4 from deep. He is playing with a mission. He's come out here saying, time has ticked. My 3rd year in the league. I got this thing down like the back of my hand. Apparently a little bit disappointed in the call, though.
Remember Kalen Boone pre-game of the final? Kept receipts. Love that.
Yeah, the entire Sharks organization kept those receipts on me. Caleb Asbury certainly showed me during the interview, showing me the actual.
Was it Asbury? Was it?
It was Asbury.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Kalen Boone.
Keelan Boone also kept a few receipts as well because he was letting me know too. But fair enough.
You got to put your opinion out there. And they made their first free throw on that one.
25-15 the difference. Murray hasn't quite gotten comfortable in this game, but he is up to 6 points. Zenda Marster's the only other player who's impacted things. He's got 4, nobody else more than a bucket yet.
And Tane Murray actually missed his first free throw, excuse me. 1 for 2 on that trip. 25-16.
Good challenge.
And that was also a miss. Yeah, good closeout. But they have to do that. They're 5 of 9 from downtown.
Right now, well, it's your pick your poison type thing. But with Sam Timmons down low, you can't overcommit too much to the shot outside because that's going to open up real easy rebounding opportunities.
Well, like any game in any league, it's all about matchups. You can come in with all the stats, but this Southland Sharks team, big and long now with the addition of Asbury, Timmons, and Boone all in the lineup. Inga's a big body as well. Tauranga Cooper's big. I mean, this lineup here is at least 6'5", 6'6", and above.
That length is what I'm seeing. Illegal screen called there on Sam Timmons, but that length defensively, they can really just get hands all across across that. You know, their ability to get hands in lanes. Previously, it looks like there's a pass there, but Inga at 6'7", just able to get his hand in. Asbury, a big point guard. This is an impressive unit defensively when they're locked in and focused on the same objective.
Tauranga Cooper's 6'3", he's got long arms. He's got the ball here. Goes to his left. Timmons on the tip.
A perfect two-man game. Nice job by Cooper to stay attacking. Doesn't get the finish, was a little awkward with the footwork, but his presence attacking that opened it up for the offensive rebound for the big man.
Spinning. No foul called.
Just 4 seconds left.
Keelan Bone to end the first quarter. To the corner, Inga knocking that down. The 6'3" of the corner. And the Sharks finish with a flourish. Big lead at quarter time, 30-16.
Welcoming a few new teammates over the last week. How are you going to balance new teammates over the last week?
No mai hoki mai, welcome back to ILT Stadium Southland in Invercargill, and it's Invercargill at the moment. Jonathan Yim and his Sharks team leading 30-16 at the moment, and Matt Lacey, head coach of the Whai, will join us momentarily. And coach, thank you for joining us. And the Whai, we're in a bit of trouble there, coach. What did you tell them at quarter time?
Yeah, I mean, 30 is a problem for us. We're just not executing what we're set out to do, and just making a ton of errors right now. So yeah, a lot to address.
So when you have more than one issue to address, what's your focal point with the team in the huddle? What's the thing that you want to see coming out at quarter time that will let you know that they're taking a step in the right direction here to try and get back in this ball game?
Yeah, I think the first point is that we got to establish our positioning in terms of, you know, whatever the cover is, we got to be in the right spot. We got to be communicating. Then this game is going to come down a lot to rebounding, so that's going to tell us a lot.
Thanks, coach. Appreciate your time. Good luck. A little loose pass there.
But still, it's just everything's coming up orange today.
It certainly is.
Sharks are making their own luck with their own hustle.
Oh my goodness, 7-3 in this game for the Sharks, 11 attempts.
And just a nice job of sticking with the play. Inga hustles just to save the ball. What should have been a turnover instead turns into a swing pass and a wide open triple. This Sharks team is firing on all cylinders.
Foul by Cooper on Stoddart.
Stoddart almost snuck that one in there. Might have been able to get it. And the length of the Sharks is an advantage for them, but the Phi need to look for ways, how can we counter that advantage they have? If they're long, well, maybe we're quicker. Can we spread them out a little bit more? Can we attack to the rim? Can we force them to get into more rotations? Tane Murray hits the ground hard.
He slipped on a wet spot, and he's going to be okay, but that's
always just a little bit scary when a guy goes down like that. But getting all mopped up now. The officiating crew is on it. The barter card officials saying, we'll take care of that.
Strange place to have a wet spot, though. No one went down there previously.
That's definitely a big play. Defense just dripping sweat off his chin.
I'm going to go Sam Timmins.
Maybe it's a ghostly wet spot in honor of Ben Anthony Sr.
Could well be.
Wet spots all over the court this season.
Rest in love, Ben Anthony Sr.
Rest easy, big fella.
One of the greats of the NZNBL. And his passing last week. Big turnout to commemorate his life in Auckland as Tukaa Cooper pulls the trigger. And then just beating them on the glass. They are so good on the offensive rebounding. And that's Will Ledger putting it up and in.
Well, just sets himself down on the low block there, and he's just too big for the young Hope Boy to get out. Will Ledger looking very aggressive in his court time. Like to see him take advantage like this.
That's a big 17-point lead here. It's all Fire going one-on-one at the moment. Murray didn't get the angle right. And a tough pass for Ledger to thread the needle with. And it's another one-and-done shot for the Fight.
Good offense, though, pushing it. They had numbers on the glass. They just couldn't get it in, and there's another foul in the low post. Tata giving up fantastic position to Sam Timmins. He is just picking his spots so well today. You know, making himself a target when he's got that deep position and his teammates are finding him. You know, we asked the question, how do you balance between looking for your own number? And Sam's just like, hey, look, I'm going to try and score until somebody stops me. If somebody steps up, I'll just pass the ball. It's an easy game sometimes.
And that is Tata's second foul.
Collins on Timmins now. This is the time that Sam Timmins is going to look to attack.
Oh, nice move. Good screen by Jones. And Timmins can't get the roll.
Wow, that's a soft touch, though. Really. He was able to still find it up on the rim despite the fact that he almost lost it on that spin move.
The Fight still without Revan Tarangi. Playing the first run at 35 is Bazant. And that's two big bodies. Braden Inger and Damian Collins.
Dion Collins does a nice job of getting himself involved in activity. And that time, I think he just got Braden Inger a little too excited, felt him on his back and says, oh, he does the, I got you on my back and I'm gonna pull you forward. Really make it look like you're pushing me. That's some good veteranship there.
Oh, big screen. Another offensive foul for the on-ball screen.
It's very difficult on the handoff to drop your shoulder afterwards. And Caleb Asbury, he probably sells fouls on this as good as anybody, but see that little extra turn with the shoulder, that's what's getting called there. If he keeps his hips open, I don't think that he's gonna get that whistle called, but on the handoff, dropping the shoulder, turning the hips, I think that's what forced that to be an illegal screen call.
Asbury has 13 points in this first half. Rylan Jones knocks that one down, and that's his first bucket for the half.
I think they've brought Rylan Jones in not to be the main ingredient, but to be something that adds a little flavor on the side. And he's doing a good job of that. You're going to have to stay honest with him because he is such a good shooter. If you do not stay with him on the weak side, it's going to get ugly, much like this game.
Caleb Asbury again. The steal and the finish. There aren't many who can finish at that height around the rim. Those long arms. And Caleb Asbury will go to the line.
He's such a talented defender, and in transition is where he is most comfortable. You can see why. Excellent length, fantastic athlete, soft touch. But this Phi squad, they're going to be searching for answers. Down 22, they've been doubled up in 14 minutes so far. They got to pick it up on both ends.
In possession, we're going to go flow side for one. Okay, flow side. All right. Tane, same side as JB, bringing it down. Okay. Dion, coming up that, connect through. Okay. On this connection, JB, you're going to cut through. All right. Okay, cut through and away. All right. Tane is obviously getting that one from you, Dion. Okay. Hey, after that, I want to go play through empties. Okay. Let's play through some empties right now. Okay. On the second side. Okay. Let's see how they guard the 3 side. Okay. But right now, just cut it through. Screen your own. Okay. Screen your own. Okay. If we can punch and empties. Okay. Here we go. 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't worry, he's not saying start a fight. Just looking for screens on the baseline side, forcing that action into the activity. And the Phi might already be thinking about the post-game meal. If they are, they couldn't do much better than 20% off any large pizza. Use that online code SALSCORE26 or use that QR code. That's valid until Wednesday, the 29th of April. That's a buffalo chicken that's right there, but I'm gonna go with something like 4, 5, 6 toppings. If it's 20% off, come on.
Asprey completes the 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Caleb Asprey, 16 points, 6 of 7 from the floor.
And the Sharks aren't taking their foot off the pedal. They are staying aggressive. This is the Sharks team that Coach Yim put together this season. And they are looking like they are going to be in that title defense chant or chasing a title this year, much like they were a year ago.
Caleb Asprey is protesting that didn't come off any Sharks' hands.
Yeah, I think they missed that one. But the shot clock only has 5 seconds on it, so not much more defense left.
Murray, closeout from Timmins. Wasn't quite good enough. It was almost brilliant.
It doesn't matter how good the defense is. There's always an opportunity for the offense to be better. Dane Murray has to hit tough ones like that with a lot of consistency to get the 5 back in this ballgame, though.
I love that lead dribble he had. Just bounced in front of him, got in his rhythm. Catch and release. And he got a 7-footer closing out. That's excellent work. That rims out. And we've got a hold, and it's going to be on Damian Collins again. Life is tough.
Yeah, Dion Collins does a nice job getting it down there. But once again, just too much size given up against Timmins. Him and Tata both in foul trouble now. Let's take a look at it. He's just locked up. You see that right hand, has it on the right hand of Timmins, and he gets it there.
Ryland Jones upstairs, tipped away.
Oh boy.
Here he goes. I think he makes sure he gets all of that.
Nice attack. Defense into offense. The Phi could certainly use some of that. And Cole Hopeboy showing his athletic ability. Getting a hand in the lane, knocking it up, knocking it over. Attacking the rim. And I think most importantly for the Phi, getting to the free throw line so they get a chance to reset their defense. Don't let this Sharks team a chance to hit him in semi-transition. Looks like it might be Dion Collins checking out of the ball game. I see Tata sneaking over to the scorer's table. 3 fouls on Collins. 2 on Tata. That's the only foul trouble for the Phi, and no one with more than, or just the Caleb Asbury with 2 for the Sharks.
Well, 3 fouls on Collins, and Tata's got 2. Starting to get into a little bit of danger time here. It's Boone stepping through, lost it, had it poked away perhaps, but it's going to be a turnover for the Sharks.
And as well as the Sharks have played, it's not without errors. That's their 7th turnover of the ball game, but the efficiency from the field and from deep is the only real story. They're shooting 61% overall and 57% from beyond the arc. They've hit 4 times as many threes as the Phi, 8-2. And if the Phi are not keeping it close from the perimeter, they just do not have the size to compete on the interior at the same time.
Coming up on the midway point of the second quarter, it's a 20-point Sharks lead. Bazant. Oh, nice finish with the left.
Little shoulder drop to create that space and shed Caleb Asbury, and then the left hand to make it even trickier.
Timmins, Anger.
That's what I'd like to see Sam Timmins shoot. And if he just catches that deep, that's got to be an attempt on the rim for my money.
Especially if Dion Collins has 3 fouls. Caleb Boone just elbow checked Dion Collins, and he'll be called for the foul, Caleb Boone.
And that's normally one you can get away with, but Collins sells it well. Just take a little bit of a forearm shove, and 18 points the difference. We're gonna have a little bit of a chat about it. 4.5 left in the quarter. Enough time for the Phi to try and close the gap. If I'm the Phi, it's all about, hey, can we get this down to 12? What can we do? The Sharks, on the other hand, well, let's see what they want to talk about as they try and hold this lead with 4:31 left.
And then you go take the big, you just take Marsters, okay? And you're good with your guy and stuff like that, okay? The other, Bazant, okay? Hey, not only that, but hey, when they're in this open pick and roll right here, right? Okay, we can't be so far hugged over on here, okay? So that when he comes off, at least he sees body, right? The last 2 times he's come off, he hasn't seen anybody over there, okay?
Hey, and they're not getting all the way out to the screen. So when I tell you the screen's coming, if you get it to his body, there's not going to be any screen. You're going to be able to go shot.
When we get a set, one chest fixed.
Yeah. Sharks on 3, 1, 2.
He's off the player, and then you get in pick and roll.
41-23. The Sharks in control on your Sunday afternoon here at ILT Stadium, Southland. The Shark Tank. And they jumped out hard on the Phi. 30-16 first quarter. And the Phi just have been punch drunk a little bit here.
Well, the defense for both teams has probably picked up a little bit here in the second quarter. But the Phi, much like the second quarter against the Nuggets a couple of nights ago, just cannot get any offense going here.
Murray.
Nice board, hopefully attempt, but still stays with the Sharks.
Anger leaking out. Tried to find Tukaha Cooper.
He wanted the cut, Cooper wanted the fade.
Oh boy. Cooper with it. Running the lanes is Asbury. Trans 3. He's fouled by Tane Murray. Oh my. It is not going right for the Phi at the moment. And Caleb Asbury has a wry smile.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. I thought that Asbury had enough space to land. The opinion of that foul, though, is on the box out. Murray came too closely, didn't give him space. But the shot probably a little bit quicker than I think Coach Yim would have liked. 4 white jerseys underneath the rebound. Had that foul not been called, it actually would have been in the benefit of the Phi. Instead, 3 attempts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where Asbury misses the first, but every free throw made from the Chemist Warehouse stripe counts this season towards the BBNZ Hoops in Schools program, a fantastic initiative with Chemist Warehouse, or sending funds to a school or a park near you for a new hoop.
2 of 3 for Caleb Asbury. And he's now up to 18 and a half. 43-23, back to a 20-point lead.
And he's also shooting 85.7% from the field. Oh my, Caleb Asbury, efficient.
Murray. Asbury looking just to push. All 5 players are back.
It's a couple times Murray's gotten deep position on the drive, but goes to the fadeaway. When you're down this much, I'd like to go through the defenders, force a foul, force a whistle.
Cooper, left alone, strikes the 3. The 9th 3 of the half for the Sharks.
And the Phi are small enough that they have to double, but the rotations out of it have not been quick enough. That a weak side 3-point shot has been open all day long, and the Sharks are shooting 56% on it.
Oh, finally a bucket. Tane Murray They're going to have more of those from Tane Murray to get back in this game. He's got 11 now. He joins Cooper and Asbury for the Sharks in double figures. And here's Tukaha Cooper off the glass and in. He has made the leap, Casey Frank. He spent time with the Breakers in the Aussie NBL, and now we're just seeing that development really flourish here.
Yeah, it's amazing what you pick up just training every day. Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of game time for the Breakers, but his ability to go to training every day and perfect that skill set is really shown early in the NBL.
Oh, Murray's three gets the bounce. And so now it's an Asbury three, and his three's good. 10 threes in the half for the Southland Sharks.
What team is what team? The Phi were the shooters coming in, but suddenly it's the boys in orange cannot stop hitting the net.
It is crazy at the moment for the Sharks. Everything is clicking.
They look in mid-season form right now.
Anger carried the ball on the spin.
And they still got guys to come. This is without Max Darling. This is without Tobias Cameron. They still, who are two, in my money, are two probably starting quality players. This is going to be a dangerous team at full strength.
I mean, you talk about the attributes. Tobias Cameron, a do-it-all guy on the perimeter, but all over the floor, just loves getting in amongst it on defense as well. Max Darling, just a smooth, big body. That game of his, he's got power, he's got finesse, loves playing defense.
Yeah, it's still dealing with a bit of a calf injury, and they're taking it easy, but don't even really need those guys just yet. Stoddard gets to the cup with ease.
Tauranga Whai came into this competition in this round 3. #1 in three-point field goal defense.
That's going to take a hit.
Absolutely blown out of the water as Ryland Jones connects.
11 for 18, 61% from beyond the arc.
They were also the #1 in three-point field goal percentage at 44%.
They're not far off that. They're still at 40, but they just are not matching the volume of the Sharks right now.
Jet Thompson in the game.
5 more shots overall for the Sharks. 8 more of those are from 3.
Minute to go. Stoddard. And he stepped out.
Just the extension of this Sharks defense. They're on everything. They are not allowing the Phi to get comfortable. Remember, of course, the Sharks have been resting for a week. They traveled from Auckland. They had a doubleheader last round. And this has been the Phi's doubleheader weekend. So they're only a couple of days off a game. They're already fatigued. And the Sharks are doing them no favors, attacking at every chance.
But the Sharks are energized. And obviously, they've had that rest, but they've also had the injection of Boone, Asbury, and Inga. 3 guys returning from that grand final series, grand final championship game.
And suddenly looking like a very deep team. It's amazing what that much talent will do for you.
That 3 is good.
Well, not an easy shot, but one they desperately needed. Cuts it to 20. Can they get a little momentum with a string of stops here? Going to be a tough task.
About a 4-second difference. Boone. Why not? Keelan Boone joins the three-point party. That's 12 threes in the half.
Goodness. Goodness. That is one to forget for Tauranga Whai fans.
The Phi getting run out of town in Southland. It is a 20-point lead, 54 in the half for the Sharks. Just 34 for the Phi, and they have done a job here in the first half. They are humming in Invercargill.
Well, they certainly are. There's going to have to be a bit of an inward look for this Phi squad on how they can come back. Down 20 right now, but we've got Tane Murray on the side, on the mic. Tane, just offensively, the Phi can't find any answers. Where do you look as a squad to try and just develop some offensive, some feel going into the second half?
Yeah, I think it starts on defense. Obviously, they're trying to take us out of our stuff. So if we can try to get good stops, they obviously can't get set on defense. I think that's hurting us right now.
All right, Tane, thank you for your time. Much appreciated.
No worries. Thank you.
Tane Murray, 14 points, 5 of 9 from the field. And it is going to be an uphill battle in the third quarter. And Caleb Asprey joins us now. Caleb, congratulations on that first half of basketball. 21 and a half for yourself, 7 of 8 shooting. What is going right? Is there anything going wrong for the Southland Sharks?
No, I feel like today we came more prepared. Back-to-backs are a little tough, so I feel like we came more prepared, and we're hitting shots today. That's all I can say.
Hey, you are hitting some shots, but you're looking very comfortable for a team that hasn't had the full squad together. Yes, you guys most have played together last year, but how has that helped you to pull this together in such a short amount of time to play with this kind of consistency today?
I mean, it's easier because we know where to be at for each other, and adding Ryland to the mix helps because he's a great passer, he can shoot, and he does everything we do. So I feel like everybody just gels together well.
Excellent, Caleb. Thank you so much for your time. Much appreciated. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, Southland Sharks, Caleb Asprey, leading by 20 at the half. We'll come back after the break and crunch some numbers for you.
Shooting the fucking piss out of it.
Absolute. No mai hokamai, the Southland Sharks, smiles all round. They are firing on all cylinders. Round 3, blowing everybody out of the water. And the Sharks, I tell you what, the Fly are going to need a bigger boat. It is all one-way traffic at halftime here.
Yeah, it looks the Sharks were offering some free hugs, but they weren't so huggy. They were more strangleholds, and that's what they've got this FI offense in right now, a stranglehold. They have held them to 41% from the field, 41% from three, and forced 10 turnovers. Fantastic effort by the Sharks in the first half.
And we'll take a look at some of the highlights. And for the FI, it's had to be Tane Murray, the only one in double digits, 14 points for him.
He's come out aggressive, but probably not hunting enough shots for my liking. On a day like today, when nobody else has anything going, yes, you've got the 10 shots, but it's probably a game where you're gonna have to shoot 25, 30 times to try and make up for some of the missing volume that you have on your roster. And really the only true scorer, because Zenon Marsters just hasn't been able to find enough ball in hand today.
And conversely, it's been Caleb Asbury who's just had everything go his and the Sharks' way. Not a lot of hands and faces there on Caleb Asbury with his 21 points.
And when things are going good for Caleb Asbury, this is what it looks like. The game comes so easily to him. He's got great size, the ability to catch and shoot over defenders. He moves well without the basketball, can obviously finish at and above the rim. But the efficiency today, 7 for 8 from the field, 87.5%. 4 out of 5 from deep at 80%. He has just been impactful offensively, doing such a great job. And there you see the transfer into the team stats. The Sharks shooting over 60% from the field, shooting almost 58% from three. Just not enough activity inside the arc for Tauranga. They're getting pushed out so far, getting dominated on the glass. The turnovers even, but look at the points from turnovers. The Sharks are able to convert off those miscues at a much higher rate. And that's one of the reasons that they are dominating this game at the half.
That they are. That's the Sharks and the FI. 57-34 at halftime. We'll come back with the second half, third quarter next.
It's going to go. I think we've got a pretty good
It is all one-way traffic in Invercargill. No mai hoka mai, Sharks leading 57-34. And those are some fantastic helmets courtside at the Shark Tank. And I tell you what, who started really well, Sam Timmins. He just drove everyone into his orbit.
Well, he's got 6 points, but he had 4 points on the first 3 possessions. And those are the hook shots. And that really forced his defense to come down and lock in. We spoke to him during the game, like, what are you trying to do when you're folding in these new talent into the game? Well, he's not scoring everything, but what a good job creating space, hitting the offensive glass, allowing the game to come to him. He's not forcing everything. The reason he's only got 5 shots in today's game is because there's so much defensive activity aimed at him. The defense is collapsing, and that, just his presence, has opened it up for the three-point shooters on the perimeter, where, once again, the Sharks are shooting 63% at 12 for 19. That is fantastic shooting from deep, no matter what the squad. Even better for a Sharks team that has been struggling a little bit from deep prior to this game.
Well, he got Tata in trouble with fouls too. Dion Collins committed 3 fouls as well. A couple of those, actually, to be fair, were on balls. Screens, to be honest. But
he did get the 2 cheapies there.
We're ready for the third quarter.
Well, not that cheap when you're getting screened, by the way. Well, what's the answer here for the Phi? Can they pick up the pace? Can they try and get some deeper penetration? But whatever it is, they need to find some other way to try and hammer this nail into the wood, because what they did in the first half wasn't getting anything built.
Murray. Timmins just sunk, and he gave him a sliver of daylight, and that's enough for Tane Murray, but he couldn't convert.
And how about the way the Sharks are making their own luck? Every hustle play is just going their way. That almost looked like a carry to me.
It certainly did. Cooper crossing over. Anger looking at the big man. Timmins sees the double. Instant kick out. Ryland Jones. Cooper shooting for 3. Off to the right there.
That's the best rotation out of a double we've seen from the Phi so far today. If they continue to double and get out of it with that kind of pace, they might be much better on the defensive end. Oh, get to the cup, Tata.
Tata left alone. Puts it up and in. Finally realized that there was no one in front of him.
Big men want to dribble more than that. I can't believe he was like, I guess I'll take it to the cup.
That's just his first field goal in this game. Look away, Asbury. Nice look from Timmins.
Just playing with them. That is a fantastic dish from the big fella. Always a quality facilitator, but he had a little bit extra sauce on that one. Speaking of,
upstairs to Tata. That's better from the Phi.
And that's where Tata's really an attacking player. He is so good as a vertical threat out of the on ball. That's certainly an area I think the Phi could do a little bit more damage.
Anger. And an offensive foul as Anger rolled. And that's Stoddard who took the shot.
That's a tough one. To me, it looked like Braden Inger was under control. You know, you're allowed to have some contact with the defender. Stoddard took that one right in the chest, though. He might have lost a little wind knocked out of him. Taking another look at it. Let's take a look. Inger comes in, and to me, I thought Braden Inger was under control, but I can understand because of the displaced defender. And, you know, let's throw a bone the Phi way. They could use some help.
And one. No, it is a travel.
It's unfortunate for Cole Hopeboy there. Thought he did enough work to get inside and felt the contact, but instead it's a shuffling of the feet that gives possession back to the Sharks.
Jones, Anger up high. 6th season back for the Sharks. Asbury, his 3rd season. Ryland Jones, the American, new to the team. Timmins feeling himself there. Ryland Jones, though, that's how you shoot a 3-ball.
Ryland Jones, another guy who's not forcing anything, just letting the game come to him. 6 points on 4 shots. But he's also got 5 assists and 3 rebounds.
Make it 9 for Ryland Jones. That's his 3rd 3. 13 threes as Jones pushes Stoddard out of the way.
Is that going to be a block?
I think it is. That is unfortunate for Stoddard. Nick Stoddard, I can't believe it.
Take another look at it. Well,
wow.
I mean, I can see why. Yes, okay. Jones has dropped the shoulder, but
Stoddard didn't have the line.
Yeah, he's not in a legal guarding position there. You can't make contact from behind.
Keelan Boone, he's entered the chat. Keelan Boone, just 1 for 3 before that one. Now he's got 5.
And Tauranga Whai, too sunny up in Tauranga. They do not like the South Island trip.
They're just lucky they're doing it in April. You don't want to do it in June, July.
Big hit by Zander Marsters there. Hasn't had quite the impact that he's been able to find up to this point in the season, but still dangerous.
Timmins just waits for that double and then just sees none going. And then Tata picks up foul number 3. Oh, what do you do in that situation? Well, you are going to have to show the double, but they're shooting the lights out.
Yeah, but if the double's coming from high, you have to take away the baseline. You have to be on the same page as the other defenders. If that's where the help is coming from the middle, you can't give up that baseline spin. You have to just be a little bit more conscious of that spin move going there, especially against a player like Sam Timmins, where that's his favorite move. Force him back to the middle where the help is. But the answer with bigs is always the work is done before the catch. If you let a good post player catch the ball on the block, you've already put yourself behind the 8 ball. And it's going to be pretty easy for a quality guy to get that finish.
Makes the second.
And coming back the other way, extended defense again from the Sharks.
65-41. At 30 in the first quarter, the Southland Sharks. This Jet Thompson just left it right on the rim.
I thought maybe thinking that Timmins would come back. Oh, did he get tackled from behind? I don't know.
Ryan Jones is just feeling like I'm going to just pull up for 3, and then he does, and then he gets fouled.
It's just, man, it is a tough day for the Phi. They are struggling to see what's in front of them. Jones just goes, and Tata trying to hustle back with Sam Timmins and just crushes him from the back. 4th personal foul. That is not the way he expected to pick it up.
It's going to be Tata and see you later for a while.
It's going to be Tata for now.
Yeah. As Collins has come in. Dion Collins, he's got 3 fouls. They're just going to have to swarm Timmins.
I think they've sat Timmins down. They're letting the young fella, Big Wynyard, come back into the game. It's not going to get any easier, as the perimeter attack has certainly found a little bit of juice. Rylan Jones up to 11 points, trying to make it 12 and keep perfect at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Rylan Jones making that. Played at University of Utah and Utah State and Samford University. Nice pick up for the Sharks. Bazant in all sorts of trouble, and he got tripped. I'll tell you what, Keelan Boone and Caleb Asprey, always helpful. always helping the Phi guys up. I like to see it.
I can't say that was my style.
No, that's why I like to see this.
But that's nice of them. Just coming over, being friendly with everybody. You know, maybe they're setting up for the fake handshake at some point, but maybe not. They could just be genuinely good people.
Murray working. Cooper trying to stay with him. And that's some money ball from Tane Murray.
I mean, just nothing you can do defensively. What wasn't bad defense, he's right on his back, but catch, shoot, great elevation, better finish.
Asbury, good defense from Bazant.
And when the Sharks have been a little less successful today, it has been in the one-on-one attack. When they're moving that ball from side to side and forcing the Phi to get into 2nd and 3rd rotations, it has been really efficient. But when they just try and knock that one through, a little less so.
A 24-point lead. Bazant into the paint. Jones. Bone. Thompson switches on him. Asbury, deep three. It's on the shot clock. Thompson's had it knocked away, and it just falls to Kaha Cooper.
Just that kind of day for him. Everything's just bouncing their way. You know, it seems lucky, but they're making their own luck with hard work and energy.
Thompson. Pull-up's good. Thompson providing a little bit of offense and energy off the bench.
Had a big rapid league day. Missed that first layup attempt here in the second half, but finds the range from the midi. Little one dribble pull-up. That'll get your eye back in.
Bone.
And the three starting to falter for the Sharks. The Phi defense picking up just as much, but they got to get it going down here to get back into things.
Yeah, the Sharks are in real trouble here, up 24.
But like you look at the quality of shot, and it's not unheard of to make up 20 points in a basketball game in one quarter. You know, I'm sure Coach Yim would like to see the same level of attack as Xander Marsters hits a big triple from the wing.
Because they're shooting so well from deep, they're settling almost in this third quarter.
And it does feel like a settling. We're not seeing the extra pass. We're not seeing the defense bend as much.
Asbury's fouled on the drive. He had 13 assists on 25 makes for the Sharks. 11 for 18 on the Phi side. It's a little bit of a hesitation. And that's Dion Collins picking up number 4.
Collins, unfortunately, now joins Tata in deep foul trouble. 4 apiece for each of the Tauranga Whai's big men. And that certainly makes this task to compete on the glass a little bit more difficult as Sam Timmons checks into the ball game on this make if Caleb Asbury gets it.
So Dion Collins has 4. Tata has 4. And we're going to go small ball the fight. The runner tipped in by Timmons. So
I think Huerta's going to get credit, but
I think it's the closest.
Yeah, the closest one. Normally the hand around. I'll take 2 free points. We'll take that. Oh, they're going to give it to Stoddard, it looks like.
Timmons all alone. No one in the middle.
What is going on?
No one can meet him.
That's a timeout.
And that is the Phi who need to talk about things. When you go small ball, you've got to make sure there's bodies in front of the big.
Like, you can't just run away from that guy, Sam Timmons, having a laugh. Because he's like, what is going? The seat is not part like that. They're probably going to get a little bit of a forceful comment going.
You've got Timmons.
Hey, so like in those stretches, they can't stop us in the half court, right? So get in the pick and roll or drag or 55 or something, right? So we get a little bit
14 here. Okay, Black 14. We're gonna go. Hey, let's go a flow nose. Flow nose. Okay, so Stoddy's here. Jet. Actually, I like that JB and the empty Tay. Okay, Cole, set that first one. Flat cut that, okay? Hand up there, back jet, okay? Cole, you're coming into that one, we're here. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're the first screener, rolling.
Well, a lot of weapons hitting the court for the Southland Sharks from all sorts of angles. And Tukes, Cooper getting in on the offensive glass, 15 points, 66% shooting, doing it from deep as well. Has really found his space, but he's been exploring with the dribble at the same time. A nice performance for Tukaha Cooper today, 15 points on the afternoon. 6 rebounds, 4 of them on the defensive end, 1 assist. Just another player playing with high efficiency as the Sharks maintain this 20-plus point lead.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Tane Murray giving it up. Thompson, 3.
That shot goes in, but there's just a total lack of penetration. The Phi just can't get inside that three-point line. Just aren't really making this Sharks defense bend at all. And when you don't do that, you're going to have to just rely on just deep balls like that. That one Thompson hits.
Jones, Asprey in the corner. Steps to his left. Nice box out on Timmins underneath.
But all that said, it's 20 points now. Still some time left here in the third quarter. A couple of buckets, and all of a sudden, a comeback doesn't seem too unlikely.
It's easy just to take your foot off the pedal if you're the Sharks. You jump out to a big lead. Psychologically, it's hard to stay buttoned down and keep executing as to the way you were doing it in the first half. And there, the hustle on the glass. Stoddard up and in.
Nice rebound there. Asbury just relaxes a little bit, thinks he's got the point guard. And now it's down to 18. It's been a while since it was under 20 points.
Asbury lost the handle. Active hands for the Phi.
Another stop, stringing things together. It's been almost a minute 45 since the last Sharks bucket.
Will Ledger, good rebound. Falls to Inga, and Rylan Jones will give it to Timmins on the high post.
Oh boy, fighting hard against Timmins, making things difficult. And another settling three-pointer for the Sharks. But they get another offensive rebound.
Inga. And that left it well short. And 18 now is the lead. And now it's going to be minute 25 to go in this third quarter. And three-quarter time cannot come quick enough, I think, for Jonathan Yim and the Sharks.
Yeah, and if I'm the Phi, I don't want to settle for jump shots. Get something on the rim. Force this team to rotate. Let's make them work. We've kept them scoreless for over 2 minutes now, but we need some offensive buckets to start stringing together. Beautiful take.
Stoddard. And that was really well done because they dragged Timmins out of the paint with that action, and Stoddard saw it, took the lane, and now he's going to the Chemist Warehouse strike four and had one opportunity.
Yeah, Timmins is getting in position to set up for that on ball. Stoddard just rejects the screen, goes back to the baseline, and as you mentioned, that help was cleared out with the rotation, and suddenly it's a lot easier to finish at the rim, and Stoddard doesn't like something about that ball, but he still gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
A minute 7 to go. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Down to 9. And there it is. Keelan Boone, a settler for the Sharks.
Yeah, back to the paint. Got to get back inside where you were doing the work early. Big steal by Boone on the other side.
Pull up 3.
That's a long 2.
There's a long to it. Did the right foot touch the line?
If you're going to shoot that shot, you got to be behind the three-point line. but it goes in anyway.
Murray to the cup and in.
Well, the Sharks' paint defense has suddenly gone to walkabout.
Got a foul at midcourt. I think that's on Stoddard. That's his second. At 78-61. This is better from the Phi. 22.7 seconds to go.
It's been a nice little run by this Phi squad. 17-10 over the last 5 minutes to work their way back into the game. They've won the quarter. So far it's 27-21. Certainly not enough to put themselves in position to grab the win, but steps in the right direction. A little bit of help here on some missed free throws. Unlikely to come when Jones is at the line, however. Rylan Jones up to 13 points. And doesn't have a ton of ball in hand, playing a lot of second side actions, but has that ability to play the point guard when called upon.
Good on the second.
Should be the last shot of the quarter for the Phi. You certainly don't want to go early and give the Sharks a chance to score another bucket, get it back above 20. That would be debilitating to the confidence of the Phi.
Down to 8.
Too early.
Boom! House Bazant up. impacts his shot, helps him up. That's what I love about Keelan Boone.
I don't know, that's bully behavior. You're gonna knock your ball out, you're gonna knock this ball out like that, get that shot out of here, hit him down, and it's, oh yeah, let me help you up. That's not, I don't know if that's not genuine.
I appreciate it.
You're that kind of guy, aren't you?
Murray, corner three is good.
Got to get it in quickly instead. The Phi get a stop.
Oh, that's perfect for the Phi. They got their tails up a little bit. They have the Tauranga Whai. A little bit of kick in it, a little bit of a sting in it at the end of the third quarter for the Phi. They're down 16, 80-64 after 3 quarters of basketball. (80-64). Sharks with a 16-point lead. And Matt Lacey and the Phi finished that third quarter strong. They are 16 points down, but it had ballooned to well over 20 for the Southland Sharks. 27 was their biggest lead. And Coach Jonathan Yim joins us now. Coach, great start to the game. Fantastic work through 2.5 quarters. Got a little bit ragged there at the end of the third quarter. What did you tell them at 3-quarter break time?
I told them that we can't allow them to just shoot themselves back in the game with the 3. We talked about, that's a foul, Marty. We talked about it all game long. Like, we have to take away the 3. And so, they just got a bunch of open looks and stuff like that.
What has pleased you about the Sharks' performance today? You brought in some new weapons. It looked like things were going pretty smoothly, and certainly much more efficient from deep today than you had been previously so far this season.
Well, we're moving the ball really, really well. We're getting some good looks. Obviously, it helps because, they're trying to double on Sam because we have obviously a mismatch down there, and we've just done a really good job with the decision-making out of the post.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck for the rest of the game.
Thanks, guys.
And I'm glad we didn't get you actually yelling at an official. It was just a call that one, Marty. That was good. Nothing bad.
A missed 3 there from Masters.
Well, this is the time that the Phi need to take a little look at what happened to the Sharks. Just falling in love with the 3-point shot. Now that you've made them have to respect your shooting out there on the perimeter, now's the time to try and bend them a little bit more towards the interior. Attack off that closeout. Force them to get back in the rotation with a little bit more haste.
Jones with it. Takara Cooper finds its way to Sam Timmins.
Oh boy!
And Murray had it packed.
I think that was Cole Hopoy from the front, lines that one up. Sam Timmins, the ball falls right into the hands. And the young fella, the teenager, says, you know what? I think I might pack your lunch today. And not in the nice way Mom used to.
And yeah, Hopoy met him, and then Murray came over and finished it off. Back live, and Stoddart right into the chest of Caleb Asbury. Max Stoddard, the Aussie, usually averaging around 24 in the league, 14 currently.
Yeah, just his first week of the season so far. It came a little bit later, but the Phi certainly think they've got a nice mix of guys. Expect one more import to be added to this roster, and Ruben Tarangi is going to be returning soon as well. He just missed, was expected to miss these 3 games with some other business with which he had to attend to, but getting through this in the early season enables them to get to the point where they're not in bad position. Even though they've lost a couple in a row, they're going to get that full roster together. It'll make it easier to come out for the remainder of the season as Inger gets that layup.
Some pressure from the Phi. Sharks deal with it nicely. Back to a 20-point lead. Kicking it off. Over Timmins, rather. And Southland Sharks get a stop.
I like the fight of Hopoi down low, getting active despite giving up some size and strength to the big man, Sam Timmins.
Bone.
That was a heck of a pass fake.
Keelan Bone.
Nobody fell for that pass fake whatsoever. The defense didn't shove an inch, and Keelan Bone just says, you know what? I'm still draining this bad boy. 14 minutes.
Murray, Jones on him. Good defense for Ryland Jones. Took it away. Jonathan Yim on the sideline, can't believe it.
Yeah, that's probably too aggressive in the response. You don't want to give that much emotion, especially from the sideline.
And have a look at this.
All right, and next up here in the shot team,
87-64. Tane Murray at the line, 23 points. It's the Southland Sharks lead.
Still within the distance, 7.5 minutes to go. This game's not over, but the Sharks do need a little bit of a miracle after scoring just their first point of the 4th quarter here. A 7-point run by the Sharks to open things up and just give that bit of distance that Coach Yim was looking for in that 3/4 time break.
Good find, Asbury. Puts it up. Boom. Catch in reverse.
Boone's like, you know what? My legs aren't quite there yet. I'll just lay this bad boy up.
Bazant, kick out. Jet Thompson. Travel. Turnover. Turnover number 13 for the fight. Sharks have got 14 in this game.
And it's the pressure of the Sharks forcing the Phi into turnovers as we take a look at what could have been a lob, and instead is the easiest of layups with Caleb Asbury saying, where's my dime? Where is the highlight play? We needed a bit more than that, and another timeout here as the Phi just want to finish this one on the right foot. You know, it's been a disappointing trip to the Deep South. First, the loss to Otago earlier. What can they do with these last 7 minutes to set things up moving forward?
No one on the Phi has more than 2 rebounds in this game.
JB, I want you to hand it up to Jet. Okay, Tati, you're going to get JB here. Okay? Yep. Sander, I want you to play this. Okay, I want you to play this. Tane, likely a switch, which is fine. Draw this out because we're going to play the downhill get. Okay? Hey, I know it's hard work, but you keep going up in the floor, like stay up in the...
89-66, 23-point lead, the Phi.
All right, here we go. 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Got it within 14, and then now it's ballooned back out. Tried the press. The Sharks have dealt with that nicely. So the focus now for Matt Lacey and the Phi is having to try to rebuild towards bringing that lead back in from the Sharks.
Yeah, it's almost pointing to the fact that the Sharks just got that little bit lazy, allowing the game to come back in, and another just perfect press break. That's back-to-back possessions where It's just too easy on the back end. Yes, you need the pressure, but you need to defend the full 90 feet, 94 feet.
Some of these passes are beautiful to break these presses by the Sharks.
With a nice little drop in there to Asbury.
It just helps when it's Timmins, you can see over the top of everybody.
He's an excellent facilitator, and I just really appreciate the way he's letting his game come to him today. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He's got a steal, he's got 2 blocks. Always doing a little bit of everything as a big fella.
Tata's back in the game as Tane Murray is fouled.
Tane Murray's worked his way to a solid scoring day. 17 shots, 24 points, gonna head back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for a couple of freebies here. But let's go back to that rebound stat you're talking about. Nobody on the team with more than 2 rebounds. And just 2 players on the squad have 2 defensive rebounds. That is, especially for an undersized team, that is just not good enough. Somebody has to get their nose in there, just do that work. And so far, it's been all Sharks with the hard hats down low.
Cooper and Jones have 6 rebounds apiece for the Sharks. Timmins has 5. Enga has 4.
Timmins picks up number 6 there, so he joins that trio.
Up high comes Timmins. Cooper gives it to Jones. Up fake. Back to Cooper. Straight on 3. Tipped away. Jeff Thompson has it.
Even the rebounds the Tauranga Whai are getting are tip outs that the Sharks could have had.
Asbury collects a rebound. That's his first in the game.
Missed layups lead to open shots on the other end. There it was.
Jones strokes his 4th 3 of the game. He moves to 17.
Just not what you want to see. Those missed layups makes it so easy to counterattack. And that's what the Sharks have really been excelling at today.
Tata lays it up.
I'd like to see a few more drop-offs to the big fella out of that role. Just the 6 points, but extremely impactful when you do look for him off that screen ball, on-ball action.
Enga. Asbury on the baseline, dropping it off for Timmins. Timmins, I don't think you need to shoot it that quickly, but it's going to be an offensive board, and Enga with another 3 look. Just hasn't quite found his 3 touch as Braden Enga in this game. And Enga now 1 for 4. Is that Masters knocking that down?
Big shot there. Not that big. It's getting pretty much in the chili bin. But nice to have a 3 drop and get it a little bit closer to 20 points. Marsters up to 13 points.
3 of 5 from deep. Timeout Sharks.
Oh, what are we doing, Coach? What are we trying to get right? You're up 22 points. There's less than 5 minutes left.
As we're heading towards garbage time. And Jonathan Yim, one last timeout perhaps, and then maybe we'll see some starters rested.
I don't think that's happening.
You're good.
Wait, we got some Ledger in there. It looks like we might see Timmins and Co on the bench.
We're good. No, almost. Hey, we're switching 1-3-5 with this group. Hey, here's what I want. Look, Braden's here. Okay, C5, take it out. Okay, Quake here. Tukes, you're here. Will's here. Okay. Quake, right? Same thing. Braden's coming out. Braden, hold him off so we get a catch. If that happens, Will, you're coming this way. C5, set a back screen for Braden.
And I'm coming Braden, right?
You're looking for Braden on the lob. If not, then you have C5.
Braden coming around.
Braden.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Any large pizza,
looking for Braden
20% off at
and
sales.
then
Use the QR code, SALSCORE26 is your online
You
code.
understand? You're here.
The Whai could use 20% off this score from the Sharks right now. That might have them right into it. But maybe the best they can do is maybe one of those buffalo chickens. That sounds tasty. That'll make you feel better after a loss. A few slices. A slice of a nice pie. Depression pizza, as it were.
Asbury gets us going. Enga, Ledger's in there off the bench. Asbury misses that. Enger's going to try and track it down. It just falls to Ledger, of course.
But it's not that it's fallen there. It's that the Sharks are creating their luck. Nice finish by Asbury, but the hustle of the Sharks just a bit quicker to the basketball. We started this game by asking, are they the hungriest team in the NBL this season? Well, they're most definitely playing with a much greater hunger than the Phi today, as we will see the Stoddart finish. Four minutes left in the ball game, a 22-point lead, and not quite the bench unit for the Sharks, but slowly getting to that direction.
Asbury finds Ledger, 3 Phi around him. And Asbury gets another assist.
He likes to accumulate those. Number 7 for him to go along with 29 points. Sliding right back into the Sharks attack.
Masters with another 3.
Ooh, up to 17 now. Oh, sorry, 16 now is on the Masters on that finish. Nice to see him playing still with excellent efficiency, shooting over 55%. Has not had a lot of opportunity with the ball today.
It's another week off for the Sharks. Their next game isn't until the Jets come to town in the corresponding fixture with the 5 p.m. Rapid League, 6 p.m. main game in the South NBL next Sunday. And that is another good opportunity for everybody to reintegrate themselves into the system for Jonathan Yim. And for the Tauranga Whai, they'll go again on Saturday. They've got the Franklin Bulls at the Queen's Elizabeth Youth Centre in Tauranga. So just the 1 game each. Next round, round 4. 21 is the lead with 3 minutes to go. Bazant to Kaha Cooper with the board. Asbury.
He's going for it. He's going for it. He wants a 30-piece. Boone's back in there. How did Boone check back in?
I don't think Yim called it. I think Boone just wants to get his legs in. Maybe. But we've got a timeout for the fight.
Let's stretch this one out, Matty.
That's the 100. That's the 100 for the Southland Sharks. 23 is the lead. And it has been one-way traffic since the jump.
Well, it's a different unit for the Sharks team now that they got the entirety of their squad.
Well, they got 3 home games coming up, and they need to establish themselves as an offensive unit. They've got the Bulls, Rams, and Jets. And for the Sharks...
How about the Sharks came in as the lowest scoring team in the competition at 78 a game?
No longer. The Jets twice, home and away. And in between that, they've got an away game in the same round against the Airs. And then we've got a couple of games tomorrow when the public holiday of Anzac Day is observed here on Monday. It's a double header for you in the South NBL. Day off for most people. We've got the Airs hosting the Bulls. The Bulls got a big win over the Rams in this round. And that's coming to you from TSB Stadium in New Plymouth and TSB Bank Arena in Wellington, the Saints and the Tuatara. That's from 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Saints sudden a little bit of early season desperation. The Tuatara, for my money, looking like the strongest team in the competition right now. If Chris Johnson stays for the entirety of the season, I don't know. It's going to be difficult for teams to knock them off. They are such a strong squad. Really intriguing matchup tomorrow.
Well, Chris Johnson got in foul trouble, and then Tom Vodanovich just came in off the bench and just filled it up, as Tommy V is prone to do.
A lot of weapons. Not many teams have that kind of depth, especially in the front line. Don't know if that's how Coach Matt Lacey drew it up out of the timeout. A little bit perplexed by the zone after all that man up to that point.
Timmins looking for Jones. Tatar on the pickup. Asbury back to Timmins. 6 to shoot. Sees the double, goes baseline, fouled. That's just the first team foul for the Fire in this quarter.
Never a good sign. Never a good sign if you're down 20.
It's garbage time.
Hey, check in, boys. Check in. Get to work.
It's official. Under 2 minutes to go. And the Rapid League bench unit is on the floor. They get a good round of applause to the Sharks starters. They've done the job for Jonathan Yim.
I gotta say, I can't believe Coach Yim put in Boone and Timmons back in the ballgame. It was like, I know, let's get these guys together. Instead, we see the Rapid League unit.
Burden short.
Wake Webster lets it fly, drops it down.
That is the 16th three of this game for the Sharks.
And that is not the way they were playing up to this point in the season. But fantastic to see them playing like that now. In their first 3 games, they had 34 threes total.
Just
25 threes total.
I see your stat. I like it. They had just 24 points through twos in this game. They've got 103.
And this is not feeding the ball to the big fella anymore. That is the big fella creating some gravity, drawing defenses to him, and everybody else finding. This Sharks team, they are ready to start that attack back to the title game where they came just short a season ago. Jaden Bazant gets the putback.
22 field goals from 2, my bad. But it's just been different levels, just the gravity that Sam Timmons commands was a real problem, and they just got into early foul trouble. And the lead just got away on them for the Tauranga Whai. This has been an excellent game of basketball for the Southland Sharks. There's still more weapons to come in the likes Max Darling and Tobias Cameron.
And we heard what Coach Matt Lacey called this for the Whai, a bit of a wake-up call earlier in the week against the Nuggets. And well, I don't know if that alarm's been hit yet because this is 2 games that says, okay, we were undefeated coming down here, but we are going to have to find some answers, both out there at the 3-point line where we came in as the top defensive team, defending threes, and now as well on the interior. But the cavalry is coming. Tarangi's back. Rumors of an import joining the team as well.
Whai finally get a shot up on that possession, and they call the BNZ player timeout. There's Burden short.
Send the Marsters up to 19. Little BNZ player timeout gives you a chance at home.
30 seconds for the players, and it's no coach involvement.
Use that QR code during the BNZ player timeout to get your chance to get tickets to the big game. Scan it, follow the instructions to see if your school group, church group, or fishing group, what kind of weightlifting group, jogging group, coffee group.
A cappella group.
I like a cappella groups.
A clown troupe.
Maybe an antenatal group. Lots of groups.
Turnover. And this will do us for this game as the Southland Sharks absolutely maul the Tauranga Whai here. 106-84 is your final at ILT Stadium Southland. It's a 22-point win for Caleb Asprey, who is your game MVP. Tremendous performance from him. 29 points, 10 of 16 shooting, 7 assists, and he is your game MVP.
Impressive performance, start to finish. The Sharks never saw a deficit in this game. The entirety of this one, they've been up from woe to go. 106 points for a team that was previously averaging 78. And remember, this isn't even the full roster yet. They still have Max Darling to come. They still have Tobias Cameron to come. They have reloaded. They're looking deep. They're looking deadly. And if they can shoot the ball like this is going to be a different team entirely for the rest of the season.
Well, let's go to our player of the game, Caleb Asprey. Just feeling himself in this game, 29 points. We spoke to you at halftime, full time now. How does it feel to get a win like that, get everybody integrated into the system once more, and know that you've still got a couple of guns to come and bolster your ranks?
I mean, it feels good to get a win, especially at home. I mean, you know, my first game back here felt good. And, you know, like you said, we do got a couple more pieces, you know, that's not here. So, you know, it can get a little scarier for people out here.
Well, it's going to be scary for the opposition because this looks like a team, like talking to Coach Yim in the offseason, you all came back with one thing on your mind, and that's taking that next step and getting a final. What does this statement say to the rest of the league about a team that has only had a week together, still pieces to come, but looking mighty dangerous?
It shows that, you know, we still working and we still building. That's all it shows. You know, it just shows that there's still a lot left in the tank, even from last year. You know, we coming back for something special.
They're saying you've got a lot of aura. I can hear Keelan and Sam say you've got a lot of aura.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of aura.
Just a little bit.
I love it. Now, this is your third season back in the NBL,
yes, sir,
in the South
sir.
NBL, back in Southland as well. It's always great to see an import come back. Same teams and a new coach, well, same coach with Jonathan Yim.
Yep.
Why do you come back? Why do you love to play in Invercargill?
It's like a family atmosphere. You know, they've shown me love even when we were terrible. You know, everyone showed me love, community. You know, Jill, everyone behind the scenes, they've always showed me love. So it's just easy to come back to something like that.
Well, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your professionalism as your teammates try and put you off.
I'm trying.
I don't appreciate your teammates right now. Take a swing, bro. Take a swing.
I should, right. I really appreciate y'all.
Hey, so much aura right here. So much aura right here.
Please thank Keelan for us as well, Caleb. Thank you for your time.
He said thank you. Thank you.
Well, they've got a vibe, do Caleb Asbury and the Southland Sharks. That is for sure.
Vibes are good, especially when you come out shooting the ball like this. Caleb Asbury, 29, 7 and 2, putting it on the rim, shooting it from deep on the cross-court passes when his teammates find him, and cutting through. Why not? I'll just smash it on him as well. He does it all. Asbury, one of the more entertaining players in the competition. He leaves his emotions on his sleeve. He's having a ball out there, and why not? The 22-point victory today made it look easy. The Sharks are back again.
The 26-year-old from Texas, Caleb Asbury, had a game. Tane Murray joins us now. Tane, just a tough day at the office, a tough road trip for you guys. What do you need to get right for your next game, next round?
Yeah, I think we started slow in both games. Obviously got down early, so that doesn't help and kind of digs us into a hole. Yeah, we just got to address those things and try and get a better start to our games.
It's been a difficult season with players in and out of the lineup. You're going to get Ruben Tauranga back and be able to get that strength. What is going to be the key to bringing those pieces back in, possibly a rumored import as well, and hitting the ground running? You've had these 2 losses now. You're going to have to try and get back up to speed with quickness.
Yeah, I mean, obviously missing Rubes and some other guys. But yeah, we're excited to get those guys back, but we also believe in what we have. You know, credit to the young guys. Obviously, these past 2 games, you know, we didn't get the result we wanted. But I thought they've really stepped up well. Some of these guys are still in school, so it's special to see them playing out here with us.
Excellent, Tane. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, Tane Murray, 25 for him. He's always going to get the shots up, the volume scorer, but he is an absolute weapon when it's going right for the 5, but today it just wasn't going right for the team.
Well, he hits his average. You know, he's able to keep things going despite having a big bullseye on his back. He was certainly the player that the Sharks had targeted. But it does bode well. Once you get Ruben Tauranga back in the mix, then you'll be able to find a little bit of consistency with this lineup. I think this FI team is still going to be challenging, but we see now, I think, the difference between maybe the top 2 or 3 teams and what the FI need to produce to get there.
Yeah, the Tauranga Whai just ran into an absolute favourite for the title in the Southland Sharks. But there's still plenty more water to go under the Sal's NBL bridge, that is for sure. For the Southland Sharks, certainly one of the favourites when they have everybody back, and even now they look great. And this is how round 3 looks so far, with 2 games to come tomorrow and some big scores. The Rams got over 100, the Bulls and the Tuatara scored in triple figures as well, as did the Sharks. And a tight one at Trafalgar Centre. The Giants getting one over their rivals, the Saints, down the stretch. What a game that was. And of course, we've got the Airs and Bulls tomorrow from 1, and the Saints and the Tuatara from 4 in the Anzac Day observed holiday. Monday off for everybody. The Sharks move into the top 6. They're now 2 and 2. The Fight also there in the top 6. The Nuggets and the Tuatara, two undefeated teams, and that's how it looks in the bottom of the ladder. The Hawks still searching for that first win. Here's round 4 coming at you after tomorrow's 2 games. Round 4 will start on the Saints' home floor of TSB Bank Arena. They'll host the Airs on Thursday. And then on Friday night, the Nuggets and Jets. We've got the Whai and the Giants at home on Saturday, hosting the Bulls and the Airs respectively. And live on Sky Sport Saturday.
Another triple header of basketball on Saturday, the double header on Sunday. Your weekend hoops are sussed, all thanks to Sky Sport.
Rams and their new arena, Parakiori Recreation and Sports Centre.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but they are rehydrating and knowing that they've got another week to go until another game here in Southland. It's excellent work from Jonathan Neal. More smiles for the Sharks. They get the win, 106-84. On behalf of Casey Frank and the Sky Sport team, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Yeah, I mean, Casey won't be here. Yeah, sweet.
1. Why did I look fat there? That's weird.
Because
Was that the angle?
you are. You're
What are you
40.
talking about?
You're in your